the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, wow, 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 wow,
Again, fans, you're asked, please do not play when the ball is marked for play. Southern.
I see gay people.
Hey y'all, good morning. Happy Thursday. Y'all come on in here, get the likes up on the video. I saw that video of Southern. You know, Southern is my favorite college band, my favorite HBCU band, the best band in the land. Stop acting crazy. And I said, let me play this. And then I was thinking about They Not Like Us, since we from Africa. I said, I might as well put them together. So that's what I did. Happy Thursday. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all come in, get the likes up on the video. Please get the likes up on the video. Y'all, two things I want to talk to y'all about. Number one, so my scale had been broke, right? Well, it wasn't broke. It needed new batteries. So today I decided to change out the batteries. And, you know, in order to see if it worked, you got to get on it. I got on the scale. And the blue light came on. But when the numbers started numbering, I lost my mind. Do you hear me? I should have left the batteries out of it. Hold on. If this is another salesperson, girl, I'm going to scream. When a number started numbering, shut up, Saint. Hush. When a number started numbering, I wanted to lose my mind, girl. You don't understand. This might be my package. Yeah, that's my package. That's the man dropping off my package. Anyways. You hear, Saint? All right, Saint, go lay down. Thank you. I hear the door. I appreciate you. But anyway, girl, I should have never did that. But now, you know, I had got up and went ran this morning anyway. But yeah, I got to get back on it. Sometimes I know how to lose weight, girl, but sometimes I just be hungry. Well, I got to cut that off. Oh, girl, I got to cut that off. Woo, I got to cut it off. It's over. When I seen that number, I said, no, sir, not today. And we coming up on the summertime? Oh, no. So, yeah, I'm about to start starving myself. No, I'm just playing. Anyway, also, so I was in the nail shop yesterday, nails and feet, because me and my best friend going to the Jazz Fest next weekend. So I was like, what color should I get? And something in my head said, take that, take that. And I said, what? Now I'm scrolling through the book and they're saying, take that, take that. So I went Diddy, white nails, white toes. What's up? I don't know if I'm gonna meet a Diddy-esque at the Jazz Festival next weekend, but ultimately, yeah, I'm ready. But neither here nor there. Yeah. I said that's what it's gonna be. White toes, white nails. White nails and white toes for the Jazz Fest. Okay. Shout out to everybody in the building, y'all. Get up in here and get the likes up on the video. We have a show today. You guys, we're going to talk about Wallow. Wallow has something to say about black businesses. And we're going to discuss it. He said, it don't matter if it's a black business, to just have good business, and the blacks want to cancel him. I said the blacks. Okay. Carmelo Anthony, his family can't get no break. Now they're running around here saying the boy using the Gibson gold money to rent a house and buy cars. Just a bunch of lies on the internet, and we'll get into that and why they're lying. Jeezy got custody of the baby. I didn't even put that in there, but we're gonna discuss it. Gayle King cussed y'all out. Yes, she did. Gayle King went up in the hot air balloon, came right back down and heard y'all noise and chatter. And Gayle King said, while y'all over here hating outside the club, you can't even get in. Gayle King said, this is what Gayle King said. See, y'all the haters. She said, have you ever gone to space? I said, oh, have you? But anyway, we're going to get into it. Cynthia, I'm gonna touch on Cynthia Bailey and how she feel about the whole Kenya thing if I have time. Bobby Brown appoints Chris Brown as the next Michael Jackson, and we're gonna discuss why he's not lying. And then also Kairen Lacy. You know, I was scrolling on TikTok for hours last night. I don't know why. Once you get on TikTok, you just can't get off, right? And I started seeing videos of this young man, and I'm telling you now, I don't believe for 1 second. Not one. I don't believe for 1 second that boy took his life. I just don't. But the way we live in a society today, all you have to do is say it is so, and so it is, and that's just what it is. It's been too many times they've told y'all that they will make a narrative, and most people will believe it just because the narrative is out there. But something about this Kairen Lacy thing, I'm just not buying. I'm just not buying at all. And we're going to get into it. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Let's start off with Jeezy. Let's start off with young Jeezy. So apparently young Jeezy, hold on, let me share the screen. I don't know why my stuff like this. The hell? How do I fix this? Like, it's just, you know. All right, anyways. Hold on, I have to go over here first. All right, so let's get into Jeezy with custody of the baby girl. Jeezy got custody of him and Jeannie Mai's baby. Yes, Lil Ming Lee. Yes, Lil Ming. Jeezy got the custody. Well, they got split joint custody. But anyway, it says rapper Jeezy wins custody of daughter from Jeannie Mai and purchased a Buckhead Atlanta penthouse as their new home. Shout out to Jeezy, because you know the baby don't know no English. You know what I'm saying? The baby don't speak no English. All the baby speak is Vietnamese. The baby eat rice all day. The baby be all by the Vietnamese people. The baby use chopsticks. She ain't never use a fork. The baby don't know nothing about Negroes and the nigga side of her. So I think that this is wonderful. Now the baby will be eating fried chicken and not fried rice. Okay. I love this. I don't really care for Jeezy, but the baby should have a pool of what do you call it? The baby should have different pools of her culture. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't only know Vietnamese. She shouldn't only have the doorbell say konnichiwa. I think the baby should also be able to say cooking coke in the kitchen or something like that, like her daddy used to see. I think the baby should have both. So they have joint custody. You know, Jeannie Mai wanted sole full custody, so she could put him on that child support. But the people say that's a lie. So now Jeezy have half custody. They share joint custody. So basically, they could coincide and coexist together. But you know, I think that this is good for the baby. I'm not worried about Jeezy, milk dud head ass. He thought he had a real one. He thought he had the best one when he got with his old lady, Jeannie Mai. He should have known when the clear man, you know what I'm saying, wasn't even all that on him. But neither here nor there, they always get the clear man straps. So the baby will now learn rap, R&B. For Christmas, she'll be singing, bells will be ringing, the sad, sad day. No longer will she only celebrate Chinese New Year. She will be down in Atlanta at the fish fry for the regular New Year too. She gonna be at the Chinese New Year. But before the Chinese New Year, she gonna be in the hood at the regular fish fry. They're gonna have baked macaroni and cheese. They're gonna have fish. Somebody gonna be on the grill putting some ribs on them. They're gonna be playing R&B, old school. You know what I mean? The baby is gonna have a full range of culture, and I love that because you know they say allegedly they say Jeannie Mai and her mom and them wasn't letting the baby go around the black side of the family. I didn't say it. This is what they said. They said that Jeannie Mai didn't want the baby to know the black people in her family. Not no more Satan. Satan says she will know the Negro side of her family. So I think this is great for the baby. Again, I don't care about Jeezy. I still want Jeannie Mai to take him for everything that he has. I don't, you know what I mean? I don't really care about none of the other stuff. I'm just glad that the baby get both sides of the culture. So congratulations are in order for Milk Dudhead, Jeezy. Congratulations are in order. Let's move on. I want to get to let's get Cynthia out the way. We'll talk about her. So Cynthia Bailey was asked why, and this is I honestly, I get it. People don't like Cynthia because they feel like, you know, Cynthia girl, you supposed to have your best friend back or whatever the case may be. I guess I'm different because me and my best friend been best friends since 6th grade, and we tell each other when we wrong. And although we gonna have each other back in public, we still gonna let each other know when we wrong. So when Kenya does this whole thing, Cynthia was one of the only ones who was like, Kenya, this is wrong. And I expected more from you. You're better than this. And the fact that you would do this is messed up. But now Kenya's fans are mad at Cynthia because they feel like Cynthia is not having her back. Kenya retweeted a video of Nene talking about Cynthia being basically a turncoat, or, you know, she just go with the wind or whatever the case may be. And she's over there with Carlos King, and he's asking her, hey, how do you feel about this, that, and the third? And she was like, you know, it hurt her, but as a friend, I should be able to tell you when you're wrong. And I'm not going to lie. I'm the same way. As a friend, I want my friend to tell me when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Even like when I was going through my stuff with my job, girl, and I would call her. It was one time, girl, I was just so frustrated. And hindsight is 2020. But she was right and I was wrong. And I got mad at her, but she was right. And I was telling her some of the stuff that was happening at work. And she basically was like, but you're wrong. She told me, she was like, but you're wrong. And I started screaming at her, and I was like, and you know, in the moment when tensions are high, you don't really, you know what I'm saying? You don't really want to hear, you want to hear what's going to make you feel better. But at the end of the day, sometimes right is right and wrong is wrong. And hindsight is 2020. And it didn't take me to, you know, months after being out of that situation to realize I get it. I was mad at her for telling me, but she was right. And I was wrong in that particular situation pertaining to my job. She was like, yeah, but bitch, you wrong. You wrong. Like, I get what you're saying. I see that they've been messing with you. I see that, but you're wrong. She straight up told me, and I yelled at her and started crying and screaming. And she just like, oh, all right, bitch, you need a moment. Take your moment, whatever. But like I said, hindsight is 2020. She told me that. And I think that's what a good friend does. A bad friend just gonna let you roll it out and go with the move. and don't care what happens to you. But a good friend is going to say, yeah, that's not cool. So let's get into what Cynthia responded to, or how she responded to the situation with the retweet. It says Cynthia talks about Kenya retweeting a quote by Nene Leakes in regards to Cynthia and holding her accountable in the drama with Britt Edie. If Kenya and I have never fallen out in our lives, I would have had the same reaction at the salon. I was disappointed in my friend. And let me also say this. She mad at Cynthia, but literally everybody, from what I'm hearing, everybody walked out. Everybody, like not even just the cast. They say the whole salon cleared out when Nene pulled up the PORN. So I just think right is right and wrong is wrong. In this particular situation, what Kenya did was wrong. Now, I'm not saying she's not rightfully, she shouldn't have the right to respond. But what I'm saying is in that situation, it could get Kenya in a lot of trouble when it's wrong. So let's get into what Cynthia had to say.
Kenya did retweet a moment Nene Leakes talked about you going where the wind blows when it comes to friendships, and again, I'm paraphrasing, but pretty much not being everyone's friend. I'm sorry, being everybody's friend, not standing for your true friend. When you saw Kenya retweet that, did that hurt your feelings?
Of course. I mean, like I said, I haven't spoken to her since the whole incident happened, but not because I haven't, reached out to her. I reached out to her during that time, but at this point in the friendship, we've had our ups and downs. I respect people's space and their time. I'm not getting ready to run Kenya down to try to make any kind of amends with her, because I didn't do anything to Kenya. I just came to the salon opening to support her, and I was disappointed in how she handled the situation, because again, I literally was just I had maybe been in a group situation with Britt twice. I didn't know Britt, so I wasn't emotionally invested. I could care less how I wasn't concerned with protecting Britt because I didn't know her. And again, as a friend of the show, the filming that they did, I wasn't even around them that much at that point. But I knew Kenya, and that's why I said to her, I know you. I wasn't there. I'm not saying that what she did, and I've said 155 times, what Britt did was wrong. She should have never brought up a gun.
Can I pause her right here? Because a lot of people was like, yeah, but at the end of the day, at the end of the day, she didn't say nothing to Britt. She literally just said what Britt said was wrong. And what Britt did was wrong. I'm sorry. Voodoo Q Dogs, the Q dudes have a conference in New Orleans, and they not acknowledging the kid that lost his life at Southern. The family has put billboards in the area. It's going down in New Orleans. For real? I'm going to have to look that up. But let me tell you something. The Q Dogs don't give a damn. Put a pin in that. I'll come right back. Let's finish off the Cynthia thing. But she's literally acknowledging, hey, what Britt did was wrong. But two things could be true at the same time. Britt was wrong and Kenya was wrong. Just,
What I'm saying? And what I also think is interesting is that I am the only one that said anything to her in that moment, but all the ladies walked out. And she doesn't seem to have an issue with them now. I think she still speaks to whoever she feels like speaking to, with the rest of the cast that clearly didn't support it, clearly thought it was, beneath her, or whatever their own terminology is. But I don't know. I feel like I still have seen her with some of those ladies. I sat right there and watched those same ladies in their interviews and say how they felt about the situation. So I don't know if she's, upset with them now. I don't know why all of a sudden, because she made the decision that she made, that it's a thing between Kenya and I. Regardless of what happened on Girls Trip, however long it took us to get back, if Kenya and I were the best of friends, let me be very clear when I say this, I would have still had the same reaction. If Kenya and I had never fallen out in our lives, I would have still had the same reaction at the salon. I was disappointed in my friend. I did not want, you know how long I've been hearing about Kenya Moore hair care? You know how much blood, sweat, and tears that woman has put in to trying to put that vision together for herself and for Brooklyn? And to see it be overshadowed by something that she could have got Britt way down the line. Kenya's been doing this for a long time. She could have got Britt. We were headed to Jacksonville, Grenada. She could have got Britt another day, So it just is upsetting that people are so focused on stuff that doesn't even make sense at this point. And then even bringing Nene into it. I'm in a great place with Nene. I just talked to Nene a couple of weeks ago. She asked me to do her YouTube show. I don't have no problem with Nene, and I don't have a problem with Kenya. But if Crystal does something that I think is beneath her, that is deplorable, and I can't hold her accountable and tell her that that's how I feel, that I don't want to be friends with Crystal or anybody else. Or the same for you, Carlos. If I see you, if I read about something or hear about something, like, Carlos, that's not it. That's not you.
Is Kenya did retweet.
I agree with Cynthia 1,000%. Everybody's different. And let me tell you the dangers of not having a friend who's going to tell you when you're wrong. Because typically a friend who cares about you is going to not necessarily correct you, but make sure you're on the right path, right? A friend who don't give a damn about you is going to clap and be championing all the BS you do, because all they care about is watching you fail. All they care about is watching you go down. I would be afraid of somebody who always just have my back and I can't never do no wrong. Because in my mind, I'm like, is this trying to set me up for failure? What are they trying to do? Cynthia was right. Both girls were wrong in what they did, and both should and could be held accountable for their actions. You have to be very strategic. And like she says, Kenya is very smart. There's so many ways Kenya could have dragged Britt down. Hell, I'm just finding out Britt insurance thing that her license that she claimed she lost due to this situation. They said that girl ain't had practiced no doggone insurance and ain't had no real license since 2023. Kenya could have dragged her with that alone and without the POR in. Kenya is very calculated and very passive aggressive. There's so many other things she could have did. And I'm with Cynthia. If I can't tell you as a friend that you're wrong, I don't want to be your friend. Because I know me. I'll be quick to tell you, baby, if you want, because I had a friend like that. I did. And she wasn't really a friend, but a really close acquaintance. And she would come to me and tell me stuff. And I had to tell her, baby, I'm not no therapist. If you want somebody just gonna nod their head and don't come to me, baby. I'm not no therapist. I'm gonna give you my opinion on what you're talking to me about. Matter of fact, I can't not tell you how I feel, especially if you say something crazy. You got to know I'm gonna be like, girl, have you lost your mind? I am not no therapist. I am not no soundboard. I am not no group. If you come to me with an issue, I'm gonna listen and I'm gonna give my opinion. I'm not gonna ask you, because if you coming to me, you must want to know my opinion. And if you don't want to know my opinion, go somewhere else. But even with myself, I need to know the harsh truth too. You're wrong. And guess what? Today it might hurt, and today I might be in my feelings about it. But if I want to grow and learn, I know that later on down the line, I can look back and be like, you know what? I get it now. And the problem I have with Kenya, in this situation is she's now playing victim instead of saying, look, I did what I did. It probably wasn't the best thing to do, but in the moment I was responding, blah, 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 blah. That would be different. But now she's playing victim, like everybody's just against her. Ain't nobody against Kenya. Kenya, you just wrong. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is. And Cynthia, if she really feel that type of way because Kenya has a bunch of yes people around her that's going to just uphold her in any and everything that she does, then you're right. You don't need to be friends with Kenya. And by the way, have we forgot that Kenya was never really friends with none of these girls? Who didn't Kenya get into it with on the show? I'm really trying to. Who didn't Kenya try to drag down to the ground? Who has she really been real friends with on the show? Let me go through the list. Not Nene. Her and Nene used to drag each other to hell. Marlo, but she's a friend of the show, so they beefed hard. Her and Cynthia had a beef. Hell, her and Candy was going back and forth at one point. I'm trying to think. Portia, Portia beat her up. I'm really trying to think, who has she not? Was it Sheree? Was she cool with Sheree? I feel like her and Sheree got into it too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just par for the course, Nene. Not Nene. It's par for the course, King. Your portion is up. You ran your course. It's time for you to go. You're never coming back, especially after all of this. You're literally never coming back. Yeah, and that's just that on that. That's just that on that. But moving on. Like I said, y'all, get y'all some people around y'all who gonna tell the truth. If not, y'all gonna be in a world of trouble. I promise you. Get you some people around you who gonna tell you the truth. And listen, as a person who had it happen to me, in the midst of you hearing the truth, it hurt. Oh, and it hurts. like hell. Girl, you want to windmill on anybody. I'm telling you, when you in your feelings and you feel like you right, it don't matter. Girl, you don't want to hear nothing. It hurts so bad, girl. I'm telling you, girl, when the way my friend told me I was wrong, when I felt in the moment I was right, girl, I really was like, I was yelling and screaming and snotting and crying like that. But hindsight is 2020. It hurts in the moment, but guess what? You be all right. You will be just fine. You'll be fine. So, just take it in stride, take it to the chin, and move around. Sharjay, thank you for the super chat. I have lost friends due to me being honest. You didn't lose them. You just moved them out the way for better friends to come. Because guess what? The pendulum swings both ways. I'd have told my friend when she was wrong, and she told me when I was wrong. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. But you ain't lose no friends, child. You just move the fake ones out the way. Okay, because I'm not being, especially, and let me tell you something too. I can't stand a crash dummy. Ooh, girl. I can't stand a crash dummy. I don't want to be associated. I don't want no parts. Girl, go away from me. Don't come around me with crash dummy behavior. I don't, you know what I mean? Oh, girl. Don't come around me with that. Because you be done made me go, you know what I'm saying? Cussed you out or something. Because you going to get me in trouble. Hell no. Now, let's move on. You're welcome, Sharjay. It is what it is. You ain't lose no friends. You just move the fake ones from around you. That's all. You feel what I'm saying? Now, look at Gail. Gail got her wig intact. Gail said she heard everything y'all hoes been saying. Yeah, let's get to Gail. Gail said she heard every single thing y'all been out here saying about her and her rich friends going up to space. Her old lady was there to send her off. She was crying. Her daddy, he was crying. And she heard every single thing you raggedy bitches said. This is what Gail said. Gail said, but what you not going to do is disparage what she did and y'all just hating. This is what Gail said. And she had the wig intact. So, maybe if she go up to space one more time, hopefully the wig come off then. But at this point, Gail said, y'all hoes is just hating. And she heard everything y'all said. And she don't want nothing to do with you hoes, with you hating assholes. Gail said, happy hoes ain't hating. And hating hoes is always happy. That's what Gail said. Happy hoes ain't hating. But you hating assholes is always happy. You feel what I'm saying? But something like that. Like she said, you ain't been in space or whatever. It says Gayle King says she's disappointed in the people that weren't fans of the all-female space mission. Says it was meant to inspire young girls and women. Have you been? If you've been, please let's have a conversation. Gail, hold on, bitch. First and foremost, you are not inspiring young women to go do a 10-minute ride to space because no woman is worried about doing any type of rides to space. Most women don't even you feel what I'm saying? We don't even, that's a man's thing. Living life on the edge, just taking every day by day, chance by chance. Men behave like that and think like that. Women do not think like that. We do not care that a woman went to space. Not you. I'm talking about before because you didn't go to space. You just went up in the air and came right back down. And I don't even think you went in the air at this point. I feel like it was all a studio situation. But girl, ain't no woman sitting around saying, oh my God, before I leave this earth, I'm going to space. Women don't think like that, baby. And I don't care what color you is. We don't think like that. That's men. Men do stuff like that, but you might die. It's okay. It'll be worth it. It's an adventure. Women we don't think like that, baby. We got churn. We got a house. Girl, we ain't got time. We got things to do. So don't sit up here and act like you're inspiring no young women. You a damn lie and the truth ain't in you. And you damn sure ain't inspiring no black woman because we damn sure don't want to go to space. Girl, we barely want to get on the roller coaster at SeaWorld. So stop with the cap. But let's get into Gail cussing y'all out. Not me, y'all. She cussed y'all out. Let's get into it.
This is what bothers me because I've certainly read some of the things online coming from people that I know, that I like, that I consider friends. And this is what I would say to that. Space is not an either or, it's a both and. And because you do something in space doesn't mean you're taking anything away from Earth. And what you're doing in space is trying to make things better here on Earth. What Blue Origin wants.
Girl, you was up there 5 minutes. What did you make better on Earth? If you even went into space? Gail, stop it. And don't say it don't take away from the people. Yes, it does. You know how much money it costs to shot y'all up in like a missile? Bitch, don't play with us and gaslight us.
Wants to do is take the waste here and figure out a way to put it in space to make our planet cleaner. I mean, Jeff Bezos has so many ideas, and the people that are working there are really devoted and dedicated to making our.
Did this bitch say they trying to take the waste from Earth and put it into space? That can't be a viable. Wait a minute. Did she just say they trying to take the waste here and put it into space? Oh my God. And these supposed to be the people who make more money than us because they smarter than us, right? Okay, girl. But y'all wasn't up there doing that either way. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Planet a better place. That's number one. Number two, have you been? Have you? If you've been and you still feel that way after you come back, please let's have a conversation. Number three, please don't call it a ride. That is not a friggin' ride. Whenever a man goes up, you have never said to an astronaut, boy, what a ride. You know, we duplicated the same trajectory that Alan Shepard did back in the day, pretty much. No one called that a ride. It was called a flight. It was called a journey, because a ride implies that it's something frivolous or something that's lighthearted. There was nothing frivolous about what we did and the machine that we were on and what it took for the people to get that machine up and running.
Gail, what did y'all do though? It was a ride. It was definitely a ride, like an amusement park ride. Like, bitch, y'all was up there floating around, hair all in the wind, bitch, taking pictures and screaming. Y'all didn't do nothing. It was definitely a ride. See, Gail making me mad.
Get us up and get us back down safely. So, you know, I'm very disappointed and very saddened by it. And I also say this, what it's doing to inspire other women and young girls, please don't ignore that. I've had so many women and young girls reach out to me, and men too, by the way, that say, wow, I never thought I could do that, but I see you doing it at this stage of my life. Who would have thunk it? Not me. And how inspired they are. This is what bothers me, because and
y'all wonder why I don't like celebrities. Y'all wonder why I don't like celebrities. Gayle King, please have several seats. Gayle King, this is the thing. Y'all went up there and played around. If you even went up there, you went up there, played around, and ain't did nothing. All y'all did was scream, take pictures, and carry your ass back down, which I don't believe that happened either. You want to know why? Because according to what I had seen, now mind you, the little capsule they were in is a pressurized capsule, right? That means it cannot open from the inside, or at least we thought. Well, when the thing so-called hit the ground, or whatever the case may be, the people in there started opening the capsule up. And we over here saying, well, how can you open the capsule up if it's supposed to be pressurized? You know, but this is what happens when the Hollywood studio missed the mark. Okay, this is what happens. Now, mind you, I want to see if I can find the landing. Hold on, I want to show y'all how this really looked it, because I think we saw it, but I need to show y'all something. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, Gail. This was a bunch of bull. Anybody who believes this is crazy. Let me see. Gayle King space. Let me do land. Let's see if it'll come up like this. I want to show y'all something. When that damn capsule hit the ground, when I tell you, I was just like, what in the entire F is going on here? When that capsule hit the ground, it didn't even look real. Like it literally looked like a movie. But I feel like the movies do a better job than this. Hold on, is this it? No, I want to show y'all this. When that capsule thing hit the ground, girl, I was like, what in the hell is this? Like, what is going on? It didn't even, it just kind of like, even the smoke from the dust from the ground. Here you go. Look, watch this landing. Watch this landing. Oh, y'all can't see it. Hold on. Y'all can't see it. Let me show you this landing. Hold on. Watch this landing of the capsule. Look.
And you will see a puff of smoke when it touches down. A puff of dust. Actually, yes, that's normal. A puff of dust, last milliseconds. Air cushion that would kick up the dust. It's a very soft landing despite the sporty perception. There it is.
Let me slow this down so y'all can see this. I need y'all to really look at this. Look at what you're looking at. This is them in the capsule. This is them in the capsule. Now, it's supposed to be a soft landing. They're supposed to be hitting the ground. Watch when the thing hit the ground. And they're supposed to be screaming from the inside. It don't even look real. Like, there's nothing about... Now, mind you, the strings are supposed to be from the parachute. But it don't even look real. Look. Oh. Girl, I've seen better shit in the movies. This don't even look real. Now, this is supposed to be them. On the ground. Everybody made it. Okay? I guess Jeff Bezos and them hadn't made it yet. Girl, this just looks so weird. Look. Let me take the speed up. Put the speed back.
Congratulations and welcome back to Earth. Congratulations.
Look.
Congratulations and welcome back to Earth.
Look AI. That shit look AI. Fine. Let's go here. So as soon as it hits the ground, remember, it's supposed to be a pressurized, because this goes into space. That means above the atmosphere, right? So it's supposed to be a pressurized capsule from the inside to where, first of all, the door shouldn't open inward. It should open outward because it's a pressurized capsule, right? So mind you, if it's a pressurized capsule, they're not even supposed to be able to open it from the inside. But just watch. And then the lady gonna catch him opening it, and she gonna go and tell him to no, don't open it. Then they gonna shut the door, and then here come the Jeff gonna act like he opening it. They put this shit right in our face. They literally put it right in our face. Then Jeff Bezos gonna come over there and act like he opening it, and they gonna all jump out. You can't make this up. They don't even try to hide it no more. Look.
Once again, watch them open the pressurized capsule from the inside, not knowing that it's not time. It's not cue time yet.
So the lady came and said something to him. They hurry up and closed it. Look.
And then you have the stage part where the media shows you all over the news that they're waiting for the guy to open the hatch.
Good? Okay, here we go.
There we go.
Here goes Jeff Bezos to
Did they say
open the
action?
hatch.
Goddamn, look. Now he playing like he opening it. It was already opened. What are we doing? It was already open. What did he use to open it? Girl, they just opened it and closed it. Girl, wait.
She didn't really close it again. Hold on, guys.
And once again, you've been fooled, people. Once again, watch them open.
What was he using it? Look.
Capsule from the inside.
He just opened it already.
Not knowing that it's not time.
The lady said, hey, close the door, close the door. Now, Jeff got the little thing in his hand so he can open the capsule from the outside. You can't make this up. Look, he said, okay, go. Now he goes and look, what you using, bro? They already opened the door. It didn't even look like he tried. Now, why is this important? Gail, shut your ugly ass up, bitch. You ain't inspiring a motherfucking thing. Ain't nobody hit you up talking about you inspired them. Ain't no young churn running around here talking about they won't go into space for 10 minutes, bitch. Shut your ugly ass up. You and all the ugly hoes that went on this flight with you, even the cute white boy. You and all of the ugly bitches that went up there with you, I wish y'all hoes would have got stuck. Bitch, y'all ain't going nowhere. Y'all been lying to the people. I don't know why this distraction happened, because it definitely was a distraction. But I don't know why this distraction happened, and whatever part you playing in the Matrix, bitch. But I said this. Fuck you and your mama, bitch. Get the lady on. Get the little girl on here. Because Gail really, I never really liked the Gail. I never liked the Gail. You feel what I'm saying? But Gail, bitch, you done played in my face for the last time, ho. And I'm telling you now, next time you get your ugly ass up there, bitch, I hope the Most High send a comment to knock your ass off, bitch.
Fuck you and your family, bitch.
Got our broke po ass down here watching you play in our face. Girl, fuck you, Gail, bitch. Oh, here with all that ugly ass shit. Then you won't get mad. Talking about, have you been? Have you? Girl. Have I been? No, and neither have you. So we in the same boat. Stupid duck ass. Girl, moving on. Get Gail off of here. Now, I want to move to Bobby Brown, the king of R&B, ribs and barbecue, rocks and blunts. Yes. Now, before I get into this, let me just say this. Bobby Brown is that guy. Like, he just is. A lot of people don't believe this and don't want to hear it. But Bobby Maurice Jaquavius Brown is the dude. In the 90s, Bobby Brown was one of the first people to get that, well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. That was on, what's the name of that movie? Ghostbusters. Bitch, you know how big that was in the 80s, in the 90s? Girl, what? Do you know how big that was going down to the movies? Because that's when you had to go. Okay? Do you know how big that was for that movie to go off? And them white boys and that one Negro with the Ghostbuster thing and the white overalls, and they beat up, or they got the white Michelin Man looking dude, and they bust them open and killed them. And then here come Bobby Brown. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take control. If it's up to us, we got to take it off. We gotta take it off. Girl, Bobby Brown, let's start. I get it. We give Bobby his things. We give Bobby his, we do Bobby a job. We do Bobby a job. But I gotta say this part. Bobby Brown was that nigga. Bobby Jarquavius Brown was that nigga. We gotta act. Listen, before we liked it Whitney Houston, because remember, I don't know if you wasn't there, I'm gonna help you out. Negroes didn't like Whitney Houston at first because they thought she was trying to be a white girl, because she was over there with the big old hair looking like Cyndi Lauper and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Singing songs that the Negroes felt like, girl, you just want to be a white girl. Before we liked it Whitney, we was in love with Bobby. Okay? I gotta say that part. I know y'all don't want to hear it. I know y'all feel like that's cap, but I'm telling you now, before we liked it Whitney, we was in love with Bobby Brown. He was a hood nigga from Boston, bitch. You feel what I'm saying? A hood nigga, and he wasn't no rapper. He was an R&B singer. Talk about the women wanting Bobby all up between their legs, girl. Now, not me, because I was a child. But I remember all the women used to go crazy for Bobby. Thing about a Roni. And he used to go, bah, bah, bah. And all the women go, ow! Bobby was that nigga. Let's really talk about it. But anyway, he got on the drugs. Him and Whitney screwed face up, or whatever the case may be. And then, Bobby ain't really been the same since. But Bobby is the authority on R&B, because at one point in time, whether you believe it or not, Bobby was the king of R&B. He was. Sharika said he was never cute. He wasn't. But let me tell you something. It's just like the dude from Raising Canaan, the one who with Rock. What's his name? The one who came back from the dead for Rock. Let me tell you something about hood cute. I'm gonna give y'all a lesson in hood cute. You got cute, your Boris Kojos, you know what I'm saying? The cute boys be like Boris Kojo back in the day. It'd be like Al.B. Shore back in the day. You know what I mean? Like, who's cute? Like, they got the real cute, like in real life cute. But boy, that hood cute, ooh, hit different. Ain't got nothing to do with the face. Unique, that's what I'm talking about. Unique is his name from what you call him? Hood, yeah, Shamar Moore was cute, but that hood cute hit different. It ain't got nothing to do with your face. That's the last thing it has to do with. When you talking about hood cute, you talking about the whole package. You feel what I'm saying? That nigga could dress good. That nigga fine. You feel what I'm saying? That nigga, you know what I'm saying? He got money. You feel what I'm saying? He got buku bitches. Everybody like him. It has absolutely nothing to do with your face. So Bobby Brown was cute, but it had nothing to do with his face. You know who was like that? Back in the day, Wesley Snipes. Once we seen Wesley Snipes on not Harlem Nights, girl, on New Jack City, everybody and their mama wanted that black ass nigga. You get it? You see what I'm saying? It's a cute, and it's a hood cute. Hood cute don't have nothing to do with your face. That's the last part you looking for the hood cute. You feel what I'm saying? You just gotta, it's just something, it's a je ne sais quoi about you. It's just the whole package, the aura, the whole thing. All the bitches want you. You feel what I'm saying? See, I know. I don't really like the hood cute dudes because I don't like girls. I don't like dudes that all the girls like. Because I'm not about to keep, you know what I'm saying, running behind you and battling you and all that. I'm not doing all that. But I understand the hood cute concept because every girl, especially if you grew up around or in any type of hood, they had at least one or two hood cute niggas. Like that, everybody was like, oh, bitch, so-and-so, yay. So Bobby Brown was hood cute because he was a hood nigga. He had money. He could sing. He could dance. Girl, that's hood cute. That's all you need. You can give a damn what he looked like. Now, the only hood cute I will never forgive y'all for, and I gotta be honest, Biggie. Big Papa. That nigga wasn't even hood cute. Even with money, he wasn't cute. New York, come up here. Bring y'all heavy Timbs up here. I gotta ask y'all a question. Why was y'all running? Rest in peace to Biggie. And rest in peace to Miss Wallace. What in the hell was y'all thinking running behind Biggie Smalls? That nigga eye was cocked like a goddamn semi-automatic. And y'all was, the nigga had sleep apnea, sleeping during the day, narcoleptic. What was going on? Even he knew he wasn't cute. And y'all was on his ass. What was going on? You feel what I'm saying? Like, this is a real question. To the heavy boot people, was it the boots? What is it, the Timbs? Like, what made y'all be like Biggie? You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. Biggie seemed like he a cool friend. But to date and mess with? Oh, girl. Y'all, I would never forgive y'all for that. Never forgive y'all for that. I will never forgive New York for that. New York, I would never forgive y'all for that. Y'all will forever be indebted to me. You feel what I'm saying? For over there playing with Biggie, making him up there like he was that. Girl, he looked like he smelled cheesy, even with money. Let me move on, because before y'all get on here and start to dragging me. He dead. I mean, I'm just saying. But anyway, let's move on. Yeah, Beanie Siegel would have. I don't know if Beanie Siegel was hood cute. He still looked dirty. You know what I mean? Like, now Casey from Jodeci, hood cute. Casey from Jodeci was hood cute. Beanie Siegel still looked dirty. Is it me? Ooh, this the one. Him too. Hold on. Two of them I just seen. Hold on. I gotta say this part. Yeah, Skinny Casey. Hold on. Two of them I gotta bring up. No, three of them. Oh Lord, y'all putting them in here. I gotta say this part. DMX, hood cute. And let me tell you why. DMX will forever be hood cute. When DMX did that scene on Belly, when a girl said, "Who is Keisha?" And he said, "I don't know no Keisha." And he had ran behind her out the shower. And he was like, "I'm telling you, I don't know no Keisha. And we was just like, and then they had, after that, yeah, DMX was hood cute. He's still dirty, but hood cute. Who else I saw in here? It was DMX y'all put in here. Y'all said Jay-Z was never. Trick Daddy was for Dade County. I ain't gonna lie, Trick was hood cute. Trick was hood cute back in the day, way back. Who put Shabba Ranks in here? Tretch from Naughty by Nature. Oh my God. Oh! Tretch, do you hear me? You had to be there. I don't even want to discuss it. Tretch from Naughty by Nature was a different type of, yeah. And it was one more person that I saw up in there. They said Juvenile. I guess Juvenile was hood cute. Yeah, he was hood cute. Not Shabba Ranks. Who put Shabba in here? Whoever put Shabba Ranks in here, y'all wrong for that. It was somebody else y'all had put in here. Oh man. I can't find it, but it was Tupac was just cute in real life. Tupac wasn't hood cute. Tupac was cute in real life. Dolph, hood cute. He was cute too. I like me Chocolate Mendo, but Tupac was cute in real life. Like Tupac, his eyes, his nose ring. Tupac was just cute in real life. Old Gucci was hood cute. But yeah, they got different types of cutes. And that's what Bobby Brown was. But back to get where I'm going. So Bobby Brown did an interview, right? And in said interview, they were asking Bobby Brown a few questions. He did an interview with Uncle Shannon. I didn't watch it because I don't really care. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I would lie and say I'm gonna watch it, but I'm not gonna watch it. I don't care. But Bobby Brown, they asked him a few questions about who he think about R&B today. And they asked him, they said, well, Bobby, who do you think is the next Michael Jackson? Now, let's be clear. Michael Jackson is Michael Jackson. No one will ever be Michael Jackson, okay? And one of the things he said in response to that was he feel like Chris Brown is the next Michael Jackson. Now, they asked him between Chris Brown and Usher. Let me tell y'all something. Usher is in a league of his own. Usher is a great and amazing artist. He just is. And we got to give him his things about that. But at the end of the day, Usher, although he puts on a great show, he's not better than Chris. I get it. Y'all want us to, you know what I mean? Just simply because it's Usher and he don't have no scandals, but the lies you tell. Because remember he had gave that lady the herp, allegedly. Y'all remember he was messing with that big lady allegedly and gave her the herp? So we're not going to do that. But at the end of the day, when it comes down who's the next up for R&B, and if it comes from Bobby Brown, it's stamped because Bobby Brown is the authority on R&B, especially male R&B singers. He is the authority, okay? Let's just, in this era, he is the authority of this era, okay? But when he said it, it's stamped, and I agree with him because I've seen both of them. I haven't seen them both live, but I have seen both of them and watched both of them their entire careers. And I got to be honest, Usher, although he can dance, he just don't have the it thing to make him, you feel what I'm saying? He just, to me, I think Chris is better. But let's get into what Bobby Brown had to say because he know better.
There's always a debate. Who's the closest in your time? Who is the closest thing to Michael since Michael? You know, you hear Chris Brown, you hear Usher.
I would go with Chris Brown.
Really?
I would go with Chris Brown.
Because of the dancing and the singing aspect
Chris
of it?
Brown is a dancer, singer, slash great entertainer.
Right. Okay.
He goes out there and he does the ultimate stuff on stage, and you just have to love it. Usher's also a great entertainer, but I got to go with Chris on being as close to Michael as anybody could ever get.
And it was great to see Breezy at the Grammy get to win that
finally
Grammy. To finally get his due. Long overdue, but hey, right on time.
Yes.
Usher said he looked up to you.
Yeah.
Because you kind of related to you in the industry more than anyone else. When you hear one of this generation's great performers, one of the great R&B singers says that, you know, Bobby was kind of the muse that I used to kind of develop what I did. How did it make you feel?
Makes me feel great because he's a great entertainer. I've known Usher since he was 12, 11, 12 years old. And just seeing his growth.
Listen, I agree with Bobby 100%. Even through the cancellation of the industry, Chris Brown has soared. Like, Chris Brown, his talent is so undeniable. It don't matter what you say or how you feel about him personally. Chris Brown's still gonna be that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? And to be completely honest, he's not Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is a one and only. Like there will never be another. He is who and what he is. And anybody and any person feel a way about it, oh well, it just is what it is. There will never be another Michael Jackson. Ever. He is a once in a lifetime, not in our lifetime at least. But I will have to say Chris is right up next to him. The way he put together his performances, the way that he can dance as hard as he danced and still sing, the way that do you know how hard breath control is? You ever tried to talk on the phone and jog? I'm just talking about jog. Have you ever been on the phone with somebody and jog and try to talk on the phone with them? You can't do it. I know, because it takes a lot for me to even figure it out. And it takes me long periods of time to even be able to do it. But they used to make us do that when we was doing voice, control and all that stuff. But Chris Brown be jumping and hopping off of ceilings and holding the note. Yeah. Usher do good too. Don't get me wrong. But Usher he's just not. He's just not. I get it. But he's just not. He's just not. He's just not. And I remember that one year, what year that was, they had this was right after that scandal. I never forgive y'all for this too, because scandal aside, they had an MJ, what do you call it? A Michael Jackson tribute. And Chris Brown was supposed to do it. And y'all bitches didn't let him do it because y'all was still mad that he knocked Rihanna head between the washing machine and dryer. Bitch, I ain't want to hear that ugly ass shit. Now, he did get out there, started crying. I'm going to make a change. And he was crying and snotting and crying his ass off. Had me crying. You see what I'm saying? But I never forgive y'all for over there. We don't want him. He knocked Rihanna head. Bitch, this ain't got nothing to do with Rihanna. This is about the king of pop, girl. This is beyond Rihanna. I never forgive y'all for that. But anyway, Bobby Brown said what he said, and he's absolutely right. Chris Brown is the best performer we have in this lifetime. Yes, better than Beyonce. That's gonna kill a lot of people, but it's the truth. He's a better performer than Beyonce. And he got better music. He got better music than her. Right now, if you're in the Beehive, put 4 songs on off the album that we know, the most recent album. Put 4 songs in the chat that are from the last album that we know. You can't. Okay? So it just is what it is. Chris Brown is the better artist. Okay? And don't y'all go conjuring up no songs, because if we don't know it, Ace Boogie said, this ain't Texas. I said 4 songs. 4. Okay? 4. Girl, we don't know nothing about no Jolene, Ace. Go lay down, Ace. We don't even know nothing. Y'all don't even know nothing about no Jolene. It's the fact. Chris is a better artist. But somebody put this up here, and I almost gagged. First and foremost, they made a Mount Rushmore of the top 4 R&B. Girl, you could have had a Mount Rushmore with 20,000 people on it. Listen to me and listen to me good. And Neo ugly ass would never have his Inspector Gadget ass looking ass up there. Who put Neo on here? Who put Neo on here? This is a real question. I want to know who put Neo, the egghead nigga. Who put him up here? This is a real question. Real question. Who put him up here? This is no shade. Neo has done a lot. Neo is a great writer. I love that first album Neo had. The room is spinning and I can't breathe, and ooh, my head is just aching. Hands won't stop sweating and my knees, girl, they just won't stop shaking. Oh, how I go? I just can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I don't need nothing else. All I need is you. Why don't you just stay with me? Listen, I know the whole album. Front to back. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is what I used to do. I know the whole album, interludes and all. Stop acting crazy. But Neo has done his thing. He's written great, amazing songs. but he still don't belong up here. He just don't. Yeah, he don't belong up here. I wouldn't put Usher in the top 4 either. You want to know even more thing? I wouldn't put Mike in the top 4 for R&B because Mike was not an R&B artist. Mike hadn't done R&B since he was a child. As an adult, as a single artist, Mike was a pop singer. Not because Mike don't belong. Mike has his own mountain and his own carving. Let's just put Mike over here. Mike got the biggest mountain, and then we deal with everybody else. I wouldn't put Mike up here. Stevie Wonder definitely needs to be up here. Teddy Pendergrass, it's just so many people. It's just so many. And let's just say this. And even if we go with this era, Neo and Usher shouldn't be there. Mike could have his own mountain because he is the business. But I would definitely keep Chris. Who else I put up there? I in this era, we're not gonna go back to the ones back in the day. Because I saw somebody put Marvin Gaye. He would definitely. Al Green, he would definitely. Luther. Oh, my God. We would have to do these mountains by eras. We would have to do. Because when you start talking R&B, ain't too many of the new dudes you could put up there. But Kels would definitely be up there. Kels got the biggest statue up there. And hey, believe what you want to believe. Feel how you want to feel. Oh, Kels, this, that, and the third. But I'm not going to lie. Kels would October who? Girl, y'all play too much. Ruben Studdard. Girl, get out of my comments, girl, please. Let's get Kels. Let's get Kels. Now, y'all just saying anything in the comments. Girl, Ruben Studdard. Girl. I feel like y'all gaslighting me. Girl, please. Moving on. We need Maxwell's a great one. Kim. Oh my God. Yes, Kim for sure. It's just so many people we will put up there. Anthony Hamilton, yes. But they're more neo soul. But I'm just saying, whoever put Inspector Gadget up here, count your days, bitch. And whoever put Usher up there, I understand the sentiment, but he got to come on back down. He got to come back down. And Mike has his own statue that leaves us 3 more spaces, but we got to put Tank. No, Tank. No. Avant had a run, but he don't go on the mountain. I'm just saying. But anyway, yeah, we got 3 spaces. We could argue and windmill about it later on. Babyface will definitely go up there. Babyface will go up there. So it's just so many people. But whoever put Inspector Gadget up here, bitch, count your days. Who? Count your days. Count them up. Count them up. Count them up. Now D'Angelo's a great one. Ooh, Music Soul Child. Ooh, but he neo soul. He not R&B. They neo soul. It's just, hey, we gotta figure this out another day. We gotta figure, because you have neo soul category, you got R&B category, you have what's the other one? You have old school R&B, and that you don't have enough rock for that mountain. Who said music can't sing? Girl, y'all just now y'all let me get out of it. Y'all about to make me in live. Who said Music Soul Child can't sing? Carl Thomas, Carl Thomas gonna have the biggest. Yeah. Carl Thomas gonna be the leader of the mountain. Mm-hmm. We want Carl Thomas to have the biggest part of the statue. Yes, he's gonna have the biggest part of the statue, and I want him to be dressed cute, and I want him that because his lining was always on point. I want his lining to be up and etched real good. I want Carl Thomas to have a cute suit on, and I want his hand to be reaching out like this when he said, but she still belongs to someone else. Now, y'all can argue with your mom. I don't care how many albums he had. He going on the mountain. I said it. I'm building the mountain. I'm carving out the rock. He going up there. I said what I said. He going up there. He going up there. Okay? Now, we can argue and windmill about it later on, but he going up there. He getting up there. And I say what I see. Don't play with no Carl Thomas. Not Carl. Do not play with Carl. Y'all can play with anybody y'all want to play. Don't play with Carl. Anyway, yeah, we can get Stokely up there. We can get a few other people, Maxwell for sure. We could put Jaheim up there, but don't play with Curl. We could get Joe up there. Just leave Curl alone. Nah. Moving on. Let's go to Dave Hollister. I love Dave Hollister. Seeing you reminds me of all the nights I used to beat it up. I would do it again, but I can't. Oh, girl. I used to love me some Dave Hollister. Anyway, we got to get to Wallow, y'all. So Wallow got the blacks all in a bunch. Okay, so this what happened. So Wallow must have did a motivational speaker thing. I don't know what the hell Wallow be having going on, girl. Now, y'all was just over here praising Wallow for talking this man off the bridge. Y'all was saying Wallow is such a great human kind. Now y'all want Wallow head off his shoulder because he says this about black businesses. Now, let's be clear. Let's talk about this really quickly. Can we just have the conversation? As a patron and as a black and a patron, I would like to say this. I go out of my way to support black businesses. I feel like, for the most part, not all the time, but for the most part, I feel like if I see somebody black got something and anybody else got something, especially if they're Black American, I'm going over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I remember two Mardi Gras ago, that, you know, they have all of the people on the street selling food down Canal Street or whatever, because, you know, we always stay on Canal. They had a bunch of Mexicans out there selling stuff. They had some other people selling stuff. And this dude had these sausages on this little cart. Them bitches were rolling too. But he wanted like $12. I said, $12? And he said, yeah. He said, but it's good. I said, $12 for a sausage? I said, you lucky it's Black History Month. So I bought one for me. Bought one for my old man. You feel what I'm saying? And that nigga went back and bought 2 more because that's how good they was. But the point I'm making is I am one of those people who support black businesses. Fact. Period. Dot. I will say this as a patron of black businesses. I do wish that we would be a little bit better. I really wish that we could be just a little bit better. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I hate going into a black establishment and I'm looking at the menu, and either before I get started, I hear, just before you get started, we want to let you know we out of crabs, we out of shrimps, we out of this, we out of that. And we don't have no water, no crab, no liquor, no nothing. Okay, well, shit, I really wanted that. Well, can I get the chicken wings? Oh, yeah, we out of that too. My bad. I forgot to tell you. We out of that. I really want us to do better than that. Or I'm tired of looking at the menu and don't nobody tell me nothing. And as soon as I order, oh, yeah, we out of that. And I think what makes me harder on it is because me working in a restaurant industry and my mama owning a banquet hall and understanding how things like this work. I know that there are ways to combat not having product. Like, I know that you can do better, and I know that you can, but I don't want black people to feel like they shouldn't be criticized because they're black businesses. I also want black people to not only criticize black businesses, but criticize all the businesses. If you go to the Asian store and they messed up, criticize them too. Be as loud about the criticism over there, or the Clear store, or the African store. Be as loud about the criticism over there. But I think too, what people in black businesses don't understand, especially when it comes to restaurants. Well, first of all, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Just because you have money or a name does not necessarily mean you should be opening said business. So I don't care that you came across some money or you have a name. You might not be able, you might not need to open a restaurant, my love, because that takes a lot. It's hard work and it takes a lot. Okay. I want us to want to treat us better. I get it. Sometimes Negroes can be a lot. I get it. But at the end of the day, I want us to be better with us. I'm hearing about these salons. Somebody put that in the chat. I'm hearing about these salons. They say the girls want you to come in. You got to have your hair already washed. Some of them want it already braided if you want to sew in. Oh, I'm late. But they want to charge you when you late. We have to do better by each other. But two things can exist at the same time. I really want to let this be known before we listen to this video. Two things can exist at the same time. Yes, we should support Black businesses, but also Black businesses can do a little bit better. Not all. So if you got a Black business and it ain't you, I'm not talking about you. Okay? I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the ones who give just enough to say they gave and expect this blind loyalty from other people. And stop deflecting on, well, what about when you go over here? I'm at your establishment. I shouldn't come in here 3-4 times and I can't get what I need. You feel what I'm saying? That means you're having a product issue. That means you're having a supply issue. I shouldn't have to come to you 3-4 times to get my hair done, and all 3 times you late. But the one time I'm late, you want to either cancel my appointment or charging me an extra $50. We have to start being a bit more. You feel what I'm saying? For us. And two things can exist. So Wallo gets on here and say he's not just supporting the business because they Black, because some Black businesses need to do better, and people lost their minds and they want to cancel him. That's another thing. Customer service a lot of times be horrible too, but that's a whole nother story. Listen, people lost their mind and feel like, how dare he get on here and say this? And now they're talking about canceling Wallo. And I don't think that we should. And, you know, the media and the internet is very fickle. One minute they love you. The next minute they want your head off your shoulder. So, you know, it just is what it is. By next week, y'all be done forgot he said this and y'all be done moved on. But let's get into what he said.
Us. Oh, I'm Black. No Black people. Nobody gives a fuck about that. Kill that shit. Ow. Either you got a good business or you don't. All that shit, don't nobody want to hear that shit. That's a hustle. Support me because I got a Black business. Is your restaurant clean? Is the food good? Do you got consistent cooks? Is the material on your shit good? Stop doing that. Oh, you support the white people? No, I support consistency, baby. Yeah. Well, fuck about what color you is. I'm gonna spend my money. That paper, I'm gonna spend them deals where the fuck I want to spend it at. Whether it's Porsche, Ferrari, Linda, I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do while I'm here. But I'm going to tell you one thing, I ain't going to be finessed off some Black shit. But one thing about it, 70% of you motherfuckers is not going to make it. I'm not no motherfucking fake-ass motivational speaker that talk this dumb shit. I'm the #1 nigga in the country. You know why? Y'all seen me come out of the penitentiary. I make millions, and I make millionaires, baby. You understand me? I come from the ghetto. Us. Oh.
Okay, so I see why people are a bit perturbed. It came off a lot arrogant. It came off like, you know what I mean? The delivery was real jacked up. I will say that the delivery is very jacked up. So I see why people were turned off by it. I will say, like I said, that some Black businesses, not all, can do a little bit better. They could. And I don't think that that's a bad thing to say. And there are people who don't go to Black businesses, Black people, because of that. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say this too. You know, a lot of times I be wishing that they do force us back into segregation, which I know they won't, because they don't want our economic dollars funneling back into our own communities. That's the whole reason why they desegregated us. I know we on here talking about, oh, we need to go through segregation. Da, 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 da. They're not going to do that because they are afraid of us being economically independent. It's never going to happen. They have our money in their hands like this, and we will never be able to get it back as long as they are in charge or we do something about it. Okay. So let's be clear. They're not going to desegregate, or they're not going to segregate again, because that's money coming out of their pocket. However, what I did appreciate about forced segregation, and I didn't live it, but what I did from what I learned about forced segregation was you had to deal with your own people. You feel what I'm saying? You had to put money back into your community. So for instance, if you needed a doctor, the Black hospital or the Black grocery store, or it was there. That's all you had. You feel what I'm saying? And I also feel like there was a better sense of pride in the business owners in which that own these businesses, because they know that's when you're it's almost like You know how niggas go to prison and they don't read a damn thing, not even a newspaper before they go, but soon as they get to prison, they're reading a crap ton of books and they get super smart. It's the same thing with black businesses. I feel like during segregation, and this is why we were successful during the Reconstruction Reconstruction era, and the clears were over there destitute. That's part of the reason why they had the KKKs come burn down all y'all neighborhoods, or our neighborhoods, because economically we were not affected because our money wasn't intertwined with them. But when you're forced to have your money intertwined with them, it just is what it is. But when you're forced to have your money sent into your own back and forth in your own pockets, it makes you economically dependent. And I think that in those situations, if we had to, I think we get a better product, a better business, and better patrons, because sometimes the people could be a mother effer too. Let's really be clear about it. Sometimes nignogs, y'all get to acting crazy. I gotta say that part. Restaurants is I've worked customer service in every facet I could, and I promise you, I'll tell you, to this day, restaurant is the most annoying customer service job I've ever had. People nitpick every single thing, and everybody wants something for free. It's just annoying, and not just black people, period. So I get that, but I think if we were forced to only deal with ourselves, because something that he said really stuck out to me. I'm going to spend my money with Ferrari. I'm going to spend my money with Gucci. I don't give a shit because I'm a millionaire, and I'm going to spend my money with this, that, and the third. And that right there is the reason why, that mindset is, because he could have at least said, you know, I find great black businesses. I don't just, you know what I'm saying? But you talking about putting your money back into the white folks' pocket. But that right there is the biggest problem we have economically. And that's why we have the highest spending power, but we don't have nothing to show for it. Because you still trying to put your money back into the arms, into the hands of them other people, so you can come back with whatever it is you got and shit on other black people. Black people don't get all these things to shit on white folks. They never did. They do it to shit on their own people subconsciously, even if you don't think it. When you go and buy all these expensive things and these nice cars, you doing it so the next black person could see you and be like, oh, snap, I wish I had that. And you could ride past them like, bitch, I'm better than you. Facts. Don't tell me you bought it for you. Cap. You're lying. That's what you tell yourself. You're lying. You're lying. You bought it for you so that you can feel better about the next po nigga. Let's really talk about it. Let's really talk about it. So I think that the problem is, we have to get back into a sense of pride about ourselves. You know what I'm saying? In a sense of community. We just have to. We have to get back a sense of community. And him saying, "Oh, I'm gonna spend my money for Ferrari," that's kind of counterproductive to what you're saying. You can't threaten black businesses by saying, "Oh, well, I ain't gonna spend my money with no niggas. I'm gonna spend my money with the white folks because they got more consistency." That's why people want your egghead ass canceled. But ultimately, I don't think he needs to be canceled. I think that he got money, and people with a lot of money, sometimes their minds get warped, and it just is what it is. Your faves don't use black businesses. Oops. I don't think he needs to be canceled. I think that he said some truth, followed by a lot of arrogance, but he said some truth. We got to do better for each other and to each other. You know what I'm saying? And that's just that on that. But all that canceling Wallow, girl, y'all don't even deal with Wallow like that. And they say he got a clear woman at the house. I don't know. If he got a clear woman, that really makes sense. I see Eddie Griffin had said something about the Carmelo Anthony case, but you know, he got an Asian woman. You know, who knows? But yeah, I mean, harsh, off cold, but some truth. We got to do better with each other. We got to be better patrons, and we got to be better owners. Okay. All right, let's move on. She not clear. She just light bright. Let me do some research on that. Because you know the light bright. Sometimes they be saying they light bright till you see their parents and you realize they clear. You got to be very careful in 2025. The cosplaying as a black person is real. In 2025, I remember at one point we only had one woman acting like a nigga, and that was Rachel Dolezal. Now especially in Louisiana, y'all letting anybody white just say they Creole, and it grinds my grit. Y'all letting all these white folks tell y'all they Creole, and they straight up white, all the way white from down to the ground. It bothers me, but that's a whole other story. That's a whole other story. Y'all get the likes. So where we at on likes? All this. Okay, my package was delivered. Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Come again. Come again. I want to get into Kairen Lacy. So I was down TikTok, minding my business. And this dude, Kairen Lacy, that's the football player from LSU, who allegedly unalived himself. And I'm saying allegedly because what I seen with this boy, that ain't what I got. That ain't what I got. I didn't get that from Kairen Lacy. You know what I mean? Let me pull him up. This boy was a beacon of light. His parents, hold on, Kairen. His parents, I gotta read some super chats. Lacy. Let me read some of these super chats. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please, and thank you. I don't want to miss too many super chats. Angela, hey TD. She said, good morning, Voodoo Dolls and Acorn fam. Thank you for the super chat. Good morning, TD. Miss Cosina, is that how you say your name? Boo, you was right about Dominique Alexander. He has a very dark past, including shaking his girlfriend's 2-year-old son so hard that he suffered eye damage and severe bodily harm. Carmelo Anthony. I said that. I knew it. I knew it. They need to get Carmelo away from that man. And where the hell does he come from? We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that in just a second. Hold on. Clock by T. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Divine Empress. Thank you for the super chat. What about your man Carl Thomas? Oh, he up there, baby. He up there. Thank you. BeingTrueLove.com. Thank you for the super chat. You're a star. That's what you are. Oh, girl, you're a star. That's what you are. Something wonderful. Girl, don't start me with that now. Girl, Carl Thomas is on the mountain for sure. You got to act. They acting dizzy. Don't worry about them. They acting slavery slow. Don't worry about it. We gonna put them up there, and at some point they gonna just learn to love Carl Thomas on there, girl. I ain't worried about these people, girl. Thank you so much. Chosen One, thank you for the super chat. We need to come together collectively, take up money to start our own business and grow from there. You know what's crazy? I talked about this before a while ago. All it takes is community. Trade. It don't cost us no money. You do know that, right? So for instance, and not necessarily, it can cost very minimum amounts of money. For instance, if you get a small community of people, who have things that they can trade off. So for instance, somebody do hair. Okay, cool. I can get my hair from this person. Somebody babysit. Okay, instead of putting my child in this major big old conglomerate that's costing me $1,500 a week, they only charging me $1,000 a week. Okay. Oh, somebody over here grow apples and oranges. Instead of me going to Walmart to get my apples and oranges, I can go to this person. You see what I'm saying? And get my apples and oranges. Oh, this one do lawn care. Okay, cool. And then you trade off things that you need with things for things that you need. That's how it was before the paper dollar came along, right? Everything had value. With your talents, your gifts, your harvest, everything had value. So that's how you really can do it. And it won't, I promise you, it won't cost you them. Yes, the barter system. I promise you, it won't cost you as much money as you think it will. I promise you, it actually will save you green dollars, and it will be more efficient. You feel what I'm saying? Way more efficient than trying to build up paper dollar. Because at the end of the day, it's only valuable as much as it is right now, for the most part in America, but in a while, it ain't gonna be even valuable here. It's just about the barter system, us being able to do trade-off stuff for things that we need. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it's all about. And especially when you're not using money, boy, the government will be sick. Do you hear me? I'm talking about, that's how the Amish people live off the grid. You get it? That's how the Amish people live off the grid. And you can create the value of things within your own communities, but it only starts off with just small stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that's another thing too. Put money together and get a business. The only problem is everybody is not financially responsible. This is one thing we have to do as well as one thing we have to do as a community too. We have to become fiscally responsible, but more than us learning financial responsibility, we have to teach it to our children. We have to teach our children about credit, about how to save money, about how to spend money healthily, about living below your means. If we don't teach it to the children, we're screwed. You can be the best financial person you know, but guess what? If your child don't know how to spend money, once you close your eyes, it's gone. It's gone. So we have to be educated ourselves. We have to educate ourselves, and then we have to turn around and educate the children. It starts in the children. I know I did mine. And I'm still in the process of doing mine because I had to educate myself when it comes to money and when it comes to finances and credit and all that stuff. And I turned around and teach that and taught that to my child because I want her to get older. Whenever she get older, I told her, and when you have a child, you need to teach this to your children. You get it? Because I can work as hard as I want, work my fingers to the bone. But if I close my eyes and my child don't know what to do with no money, it's all for nothing. It's all for nothing. Okay. But yeah, it's y'all, we gotta educate ourselves and we gotta educate our kids. You want to know the biggest thing that we can do to combat that too as well? The biggest thing we can do to combat those things. Stop spending money on stupid shit and frivolous things. Stop going spend $100,000 on a truck. I mean, do what you want, but I'm just saying, just thinking about it. You riding around in a goddamn mortgage, car note $1,000, $1,200. You literally riding around in enough money it costs to live. That's crazy to me. You don't understand. Before I got my little Toyota Camry that I only owe $8,000 on, girl, I was riding in a Beta or Altima. Girl, hey, the AC worked. What we talking about? I was riding in a Beta. I didn't care. Miss me with that. I don't care about, but again, I don't care about cars. So there's that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of frivolous things we be spending money on, bro. I be looking at people, not beautiful cars, pretty, real pretty. $1,500 for the car note, my nigga. You ain't even paid the insurance. Girl, no way. No way. It's just that's called fiscal responsibility. You supposed to live below your means. If this is your means, you supposed to be living under here. Not, but most Americans, not just blacks, most Americans, this the means, they living right here. One mess up down at the job, one bad paycheck, all the house of cards come down. That's scary. I know for me, it's scary for me. It's scary. I don't like living like that. I lived like that forcefully because I literally just wasn't making enough money. But I vowed I'm not going to get myself back in that situation. So, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, that's one of the things we can do. We just got to build community, bro. We do. And I think we can do it. I know we can do it. Love is stronger than pride. Thank you for the super chat. There's something cringy to me about Wallow and Gilly, non-Acorn. I don't know. They just rub me the wrong way. Well, I knew Gilly, Wallow was a weirdo and he wasn't from Acorn by the shape of his head. Now, you know, Gilly, ain't he like an Ethiopian or something like that? You know, Wallow got a weird shaped head. You know what I'm saying? His head shaped real funny. You feel what I'm saying? But they always take the blacks among us that we think is one of us, and you know, whole time they really not, and they elevate them, you know, just to give us a false sense of brotherhood and all that bullshit. But whatever the case may be, yeah, he definitely something about both of them rubbed me the wrong way, especially when they signed that contract after the son died. But that's a whole nother story. Thank you. Outside the box. Thank you for the super chat. Entertainment, education, as well as informed hosts. What more can we ask for? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Destiny May, thank you for the super chat. Good morning, Vu. Did you see Jasmine resign? What Jasmine? Crockett? What Jasmine? What Jasmine, girl? What Jasmine y'all talking about? Oh, this is another thing too. All y'all running down there, going to get these electric cars, huh, Fat? Mm-hmm. You better go get your old beater that work on gas. Oh, yeah. See, y'all want to get all these cars. You plug them up right here and you woot the woot. Girl, go get you one of them cars where you put the key in it and it go, and you got to pump the gas like that. Go get you an old school car. I'm telling you, y'all think, listen, they already gonna do y'all dirty with them computer cars. And most of the cars today got computers in it. Go find you an old beater, girl, $2,000, $3,000 or whatever the fake. You feel what I'm saying? And put the key in and go, and then hit the gas. You gotta hit the gas for it to start. That's the one's gonna save you. I'm telling you now. That's the one's gonna save you. Where the Anthony family going live at? Send it to me. Send me the live. But yeah, I'm just saying. She resigned? Hold on, girl. Thank you for the super chat. Let me go to Twitter. If it ain't on Twitter, it ain't real. Jasmine Crockett. Let me see. She resigned from what? I know they investigating her for illegal funds and all of that. I don't see nothing where she resigning at. I don't see where she resigning at. Y'all have to send it to me. We'll Joce tomorrow. But I don't see nothing where she resigning. But anyway, send it to me. We'll Joce tomorrow. And yeah, what's she resigning from? But anyways, so look, y'all. The Gilly and Wallow thing never really sat right with me, or whatever the case may be. It just is what it is. But we got to do better for each other. Now let's get into this Kairen Lacy young man. That's what I wanted to do. So Kairen Lacy is the young boy from LSU who, let me see this. Was this the one I had up? Let me pull him up. I thought I had him. But Kairen Lacy was the young boy. And like I said, I've been seeing him a lot on TikTok. I don't know why he just popped up so much. This boy was full of life. Do you hear me? Oh my God. Ask me to verify it. 1 second. Girl, this thing get on my nerves. What the hell? Select two objects that are the same. Girl, what? I don't see no two objects that's the same. Fuck this shit. Get this off of here. So this the boy, Kairen Lacy.
Rock your hips, you gotta rock your hips. Rock your hips, you gotta rock your hips. Rock your hips.
I don't want to get a copyright. I don't know if Subtweet Sean copyrighted that. But anyway, this is the boy. Let me see. You can't even see it. My bad, y'all. Let me let y'all see it. This is the boy. Let me back him up. This him.
One time, you gotta rock your hips. Rock your hips, you gotta rock your hips. Rock your hips, you gotta rock your hips.
I just, stuff like this, his highlights, everything started popping up on my For You, that's what you call it, For You page on TikTok. And I'm like, something about this young boy don't give me, I'm ready to just jump out the window like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, he has been accused of unaliving himself after reports allege that he shot a gun into the ground or something like that. And he ran from the police, which I think they always say that. But allegedly he ran from the police. And then after he ran from the police, he got popped and all types of craziness. I'm not buying this. Something about this is not sitting right in my spirit. He had a wonderful mama and other people in his life. And let me see. Something about this doesn't sit right with me. I don't believe it. First of all, the cops love telling you, oh, it was a chase and then they just crashed and da 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 da. They love doing that type of crap. They love saying that type of crap. And then when I seen that the lawyer spoke about how he would have been cleared on all the charges, the suicide really isn't sitting right with me. Now, I want to share this with y'all. This is Kairen Lacy's attorney. Now, he was alleged to have unalived some people on a in a car, so like a vehicular homicide thing. But I told y'all, even if that was true, that has never stopped people from going into the industry. The football NFL is still the industry, okay? So I was like, why would he just want to ram, you know what I'm saying, and unalive himself because of this? And this has never been a deciding factor in who gets in or out the industry. But now the lawyer comes out and he says that he would have been cleared on all the charges. Now I'm really looking like, okay, so what really happened to Kairen Lacy? Y'all check this out.
This is undoubtedly the worst case I've ever come across in my legal career. Nothing has pissed me off more than this case from day one. Start by saying a man was tragically killed in an accident. Let's not twist this any more than it is. Mr. Herman was a good man. There is a proper platform for when those types of things happen. And in this case, it was not and is not criminal court. Let's be very clear on that right now. I will never, ever budge on that position. A grand jury was set today for the whole public to know not once yet to this day has anybody ever said anything otherwise than the district attorney's office in the Fouche Parish has yet to this day to accept formal charges. Let that sink in. Mm-hmm. We were set for grand jury today. I am privy to so much information that no one has. To get a report is a report. You know how many cases we get reports on that ultimately end up in acquittals? This one never even got past a grand jury yet. And they crucified this kid. Mm-hmm. And when I mean crucified in a manner I cannot describe, I had these talks with him where you're trying to calm it down. Say, man, turn it off. Let me take the heat. I got thick skin. You got a problem with me on social media? Come at me. Who cares? They know nothing about this other than what was portrayed in an initial report that they're pieced together. They have no idea what I know now. They have no idea what was about to come out. And ultimately, I assure you, will still come out. This is just, I'm infuriated. And that takes nothing from the loss of Mr. Herman. Let's be very clear. A good man, a good family. I get it. There's a civil suit filed. That is the platform. Mr. Herman didn't ask for, you know what I mean? They had nothing to do to concoct this story. There's reasons all this happened. I know what they are. And it really has nothing to do with that side of things. No one's ever once disputed that. Kairen's grandfather is a veteran. Right? The narrative spun here has just been fascinating. Quite frankly, whether you were Marine or not, everybody's life is important. I have the utmost respect for Marine. Kairen had the utmost respect for Marines. Mm-hmm. That's irrelevant in this case, but the media didn't see it that way. The media, the same media, you know how upset he was? Every mugshot that was placed on there, you couldn't give him the courtesy of the 5,000 other pictures he had. You put him in a jumpsuit as if he was a thug and if he was this awful kid. Mm-hmm. The whole thing is wrong. And we were just about to show the world.
I want to come back and talk about that because there was something in that press release that I read that I want to ask you about.
This is big. Now, remember, I told you when I seen the kid, I said, hey, man, something about this don't make no sense. When I seen the kid, mind you, I didn't know who Dominique Alexander was prior to him being unalive. I had no clue who this kid was, but I did hear he went to LSU. I'm like, oh Lord, here go more LSU drama, whatever the case may be. But now that I'm hearing the lawyer say that he would have even been acquitted on this so-called case, and that how people on social media was dragging him and all that stuff, I said, okay, now it makes sense. Now listen, I don't claim to know everything, but when it comes to my intuition and my initial feelings and gut feelings about things, most of the time it be whatever I think it is off the cuff. Like for instance, with the Kairen thing, I was like, something about this don't make no sense. Young black, first of all, let's just really be honest. Young black boys, for the most part, don't take their lives. They just don't, for the most part. I'm not saying it doesn't happen at all, but for the most part, young black boys don't take their lives. So the fact that he just took his life because of this bullying, I don't know. Okay. That didn't quite sit right with me. Okay. Yeah, unless they're mentally ill or something like that. I'm talking about like a healthy young boy, even with the bullying thing. You know what I mean? So when I see all this stuff happening and they say, well, that's what, it doesn't matter because he unalived an older man in a car. And one thing about this internet is how toxic it is. People, if I put out one thing on the internet and it goes viral, everybody's just going to go with it like it's the guy's honest truth. Don't nobody do no research. Everybody just repeating the same thing they done heard over and over and over. And it's so annoying because nobody looks into anything. Most of the people only read the headlines. And they just retweet and repost and da-da-da-da. Now for the lawyer to say that this boy would have beat those charges and he was bullied and all that stuff on this internet, I think it's even deeper than that. I think that he was having trouble. He was going through it with this internet stuff. I think that it could have been some other stuff going on. But I also think that there's something more darker and sinister around this. Because let me tell you why. This boy was too vibrant and too charismatic for me to just, and I'm not saying that people don't have that, they face and then go home and have issues. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying something about this just don't sit right in my spirit. And I don't believe that this boy was just tragically unalive or unalived himself due to bullying. That black, for the most part, not all, but for the most part, black children, for the most part, I'm not saying all, because I know y'all gonna get on here talking about your cousin. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying for the most part, black people and black young people don't take their lives. They just don't. Not healthy black young people. They just don't. But more and more is going to come out about this. And for this, like I said, the attorney to say that he's upset because he was scheduled to be cleared today, that's insanitary to me. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm really looking crazy and squinting my eyes. I just pray for the family. That's all. That boy had a wonderful, loving mama. She used to be at all his games. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. Something don't feel right about it. And I just want to bring that to y'all. Something about this just did not feel right to me. I can't speak for nobody else, but to me. Destiny says, yes, Jasmine Crockett. Send it to me, boo. Free Miss Network, thank you for the super chat. Brooklyn love Voodoo Doll TV. Oh yeah, shout out to the Free Men's Network. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody in Brooklyn too. Thank you again for the super chat. I'm begging for Trump to hurl us back to segregation. He ain't gonna do that, but hey, I ain't gonna lie. It wouldn't be so bad. I ain't gonna lie. The pretty lawyer and accountant, thank you for the super chat, says, Boo, unfortunately, is most likely true about Carmelo's, and the defense is upset because it wasn't the right time to make said purchases. I practice law in Collin County, Texas, and live in Frisco, so I'm hearing all the tea. So wait, what you talking about? What might be true about Carmelo? It's mostly true about Carmelo, and the defense is upset about it wasn't the right time. You got to elaborate, my love. I'm trying to see something. Let's say, thank you again for the super chat. Let's say this case is a mess on both parties, child. It wouldn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me in 2025, honey. Miss Tuskegee, Alabama, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Professor Vu. Have you ever spoken on the doctrine of discovery and the manifest destiny concerning the Native Americans? If not, we need it. Yes, I have spoken on the doctrine. Oh, I'm sorry. We needed to speak on it. Love y'all, Acorn Peeps from Tuskegee, Alabama. I have done an Educational Friday where we talked about the doctrine of discovery and how they basically use that to be able to go off into the seething Western world and discover land and all that bull crap. Yes, I have talked about that. Now the the Manifest Destiny, I have not tested into, but I need to. Thank you for pulling that up, or thank you for bringing that up. I definitely need to, but we can go over that, the Papal Bull and all. I think that's something else we need to be retouching on as well. So yeah, thank you so much, Miss Tuskegee. We'll pull up Educational Friday on it. We'll pull it up. I appreciate you. Alice Jane, thank you for the super chat. When you all have a moment, please look up Elijah Johnson shooting in 2019 in St. Pete, Florida. They say he shot himself after shooting cops. They're lying. That's what I'm saying. I think they do this all the time. And they do this with celebrities. Most of them celebrities, they tell y'all them people unalive themselves, they be lying down and people just go with it. Don't nobody question nothing. It's weird. It's super weird. Now we got to move on. Thank you for the super chat, y'all. But I'll look into that situation as well. Now I want to get into the Carmelo Anthony thing, and I'm glad y'all bringing this stuff up because there have been lies on the internet saying that Carmelo Anthony and his family have been taking the Give, Sing, Go money to buy cars and houses and all those things of that nature. And that is a bold-faced lie. And let me tell you something, Black America. Let me tell you something. Because I need y'all to really hear me and listen to me and listen to me good. I really need y'all to listen to me. You don't understand when the enemy is throwing some bullshit right at you. You don't understand it because you're so reactive, okay? Let me tell you why I'm saying what I'm saying. The internet told you that Give, Sing, Go money that was raised for Carmelo Anthony was used for a brand new car and a house, and you nignogs didn't even look into it. You just went with the move. What do you understand when you're being used and done stupidly? This is to Black Americans because this happened to all the people on the internet. Stop just listening to even me. Go do your own research. This with the internet, you can verify shit in 2 seconds. Y'all just go with it, and it bothers me. Like, don't nobody. Oh, it must be true. So and so reposted it. It's gotta be true. That boy ain't touched one money from that GoFundMe. That Give, Sing, Go. It's still up, you know. It's still up. He didn't touch one red penny from that money yet. Y'all keep forgetting that boy didn't come from no bullshit family. He came from an okay family. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? He didn't come from no Section 8 written, and nothing wrong with Section 8. I'm just using this as an example. He didn't come out the projects. His people were okay already. And y'all are allowing the enemy to get in your head and make you believe that he's taking your money and frolicking off with it. The money is still there. Who got the live? Let me see if I can find the live. Who got the live? Somebody send me that live. They say it's a press conference or something like that. Who got it? Send it to me. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, I found it. Y'all got to stop letting these people play in y'all face. And they do this on purpose because they know most people are not going to read. They know that. They know that y'all just going to go with the move and y'all just going to let it roll. And that's what they do. And y'all continue to allow them people do that. Them people ain't even touched that money. Where the damn live at? Let me see. Let me go video. Now this said, no, this ain't it. Hold on, because that one ain't even on yet. Where y'all seeing it at that it's already live? Send me the live if y'all have it. Send it to voodoodollpodcast@gmail.com. Okay, somebody. Okay, hold on. Somebody sent it to me. Hold on. Who is that screaming and howling in the video? Can somebody send me like a news clip?
So the man that's in the front right here, baby, that's the National Coalition Press.
Who is this? Who that is? I don't want to hear all that now.
Next Generation Action Network from the beginning has respected the loss of life. No matter our opinion of it, we have kept our opinion close. We have not attacked. We have not shared the information that was shared with us about Austin.
Come on, you better talk.
Oh no, I can't. I don't know who that is. Bless their little hearts. I can't. I don't have the wherewithal for that. Not today. I can't. Let's go here. I can't. Sorry.
Prevent you from helping this family. And I want you to give overwhelming support to show them the community united can never be divided. And I'm going to say this again, and this is for everybody. Black people in America, while the current occupant sits at 1600 Pennsylvania, Black people in America don't have to pull the race card. It's what we live as a reality every day. It's what we have to teach our children. We don't want to, but we have to. We don't like to, but if we want to sleep at night, we got to. I ain't pulling no race card. I live it. I'm reminded all the time that I'm a Black man in America. And what y'all just showed to Judge Tucker is just reminded that hate and bigotry and racial reconciliation in this country, we have respected the process. I believe that Austin Metcalf is about to have his funeral. And I wouldn't dare, even with the information I know, and plenty of people can share that and all that, but we have prevented from speaking about that in these type of public forums. It will come out. They have a more than well-capable attorney, and this family will go through a process of being able to get prepared for this trial. So I just say this real quick. This is our final time speaking to public and holding a press conference regarding this particular case. Now, the Next Generation Action Network will talk about Frisco ISD, but we will not do this. I will not ask this mother to do this again. The attorney will not. We won't do this again. Don't ask. We will see you at trial. Whatever venue that is, we will see you there. I stand 10 toes down supporting this family. And I want to thank all of the community leaders and people that I have seen that have came here today. Bishops and pastors and clergy, community leaders with respectability in this community. I see them today. And I want to thank them for their presence because this family needs strength right now. Thank you and God bless you.
I'm going to see if I can rewind it. That's the Dominique Alexander dude. I don't like him. I don't trust him. Let's see what the mother had to say. And I'm with y'all. Why isn't the attorney up here speaking? Not the damn pastor. Why isn't the attorney on here speaking? They put these people, listen, the powers that be will put these people in these positions for their own reasons. I wish that the Carmelo Anthony family could hear me. Get far away from these people. You don't know who this man is, and even if you know, get him away. You should not be making any statements that your attorney isn't present and your attorney isn't the one making the statements. Not no goddamn pastor. I don't trust this dude. There's nothing about him I trust. Nothing about him. Get away from this nigga. Who is this nigga? That's another question. Who is the nigga? We about to get into it. Hold on.
I'm going to bring this mother, Kayla Hayes, and it has taken her a lot of strength, y'all, to come and do this today. And I want you guys to respect her as she read this and giving her the respect that she deserves, y'all.
Good afternoon. My name is Kayla Hayes. I am the mother of Carmelo Anthony. 3 years ago, my family moved to North Texas searching for a better life. Like so many other families, we wanted to give our children the future we did not have. My husband worked hard every single day to provide for us, to make sure we're in the best financial position possible. As a stay-at-home mom, I made it my life's mission to ensure our children are loved, nurtured, and supported every step of the way. In wake of this tragic incident, our family has been under attack. Whatever you think what happened between Carmelo and the Metcalf boys, my 3 younger children, my husband, and I didn't do anything to deserve to be threatened, harassed, and lied about. The lies and false accusations that have been said about us, especially over the past week, has been overwhelming. The lies and their amplification put my family in danger, as well as everyone in our community, everyone involved in the investigation, from the police, the attorneys, and the court staff. Our address and my husband's previous employer's address has been put on all social media platforms. My husband had to take a leave of absence because he's afraid what may happen to our family. His mental health is deteriorating day by day. We have endured death threats. My 13-year-old daughter is afraid to sleep in her own bedroom because she's fearful of what may happen to her. And let me be clear, the claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false. We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly. In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds. And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial. Our son deserves the same rights under the law that everyone is afforded to. He's been raised in a 2-parent home with structure, stability, love, and we put God first in everything that we do. We believe in the Constitution. We believe in the laws of this state, but those laws must apply to all of us, not just some of us. To be clear, we will not speak publicly about specific details of what happened under the tent on that rainy and awful day. There's an active investigation that everyone involved wants to be full and fair. We believe in legal process, and that is where the truth will come out. To the family who experienced the loss, my heart truly goes out to you. To those who have supported my family, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We ask for your continued support, patience, and prayers as we navigate this difficult process. Thank you.
Can I ask that we be respectful in the chat? I get it. Say what you want to say. But if I could ask that we be respectful in the chat. The reason the mother spoke was because as a mother will typically garner more sympathy and empathy from a crowd of people than a father. So for people asking why is she speaking and not the father, we know, and unfortunately in this society, Black men don't get sympathy or empathy for anything. This is why her son is going through what he's going through right now. Okay? If he was a white man, he could get on here and shed a tear and everybody would be fine with it. But they had to use the mother to speak because, first of all, a mother's love for her child, it can be connected with any and everybody, period, okay? Secondly, she talked about being threatened, her husband having to take a leave of absence, and her child being afraid to sleep in their bed. And if anybody, not anybody, Black people, if Black people can't look at that and say, damn, that's jacked up, you need to go see something about you. There's something wrong with you. Imagine your child getting into a mishap at school and you have other children at your home who's afraid to sleep in their bed because they live in racist fucking Texas and anything could happen at any moment. Threats online, threats to their lives. The husband can't even go to work. And people are really still finding reasons to have something smart to say. You some ignorant, simple-minded, simpleton sons of bitches. I don't care. And I don't care if you feel a type of way with what I'm saying. Y'all are so hard-hearted. People can be so fucking hard-hearted to where they can see something like that and you can't even look at that shit and say it could be you, dummy, because it can be you. It can be you. You think you're immune from something like this? Are you crazy? And you got people really in here still saying smart, stupid shit. You are an evil, hard-hearted bitch. You need to go talk to somebody about that. You need to go talk to somebody about that. Because this is upsetting me. And let me tell you why this is upsetting me. I expect it from them. I get that. But when I see it from my people, it really burns a hole in my fucking heart, bro. I swear to God. Don't tell me it comes with the territory. So you mean to tell me that if your kid gets into a situation where somebody unfortunately loses their lives, you and your family deserve to be threatened? Is that what you're saying? You and your family, even if they innocent, even if they had the right, and you and your family deserve to have their lives flipped upside down. Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? What is wrong with y'all? This is the thing. I'm so glad she brought up the GoFundMe. I'm so glad she brought up the GoFundMe, the Give, Sing, Go. They have not touched $1 of that money. See, this is another thing Black people want to say that white people are racist about, but you're just as a racist about your own self. You don't think because they Black that they can afford their own crib, that they can afford their own cars? Oh, it's impossible because they niggas, right? Niggas can't have a nice house already. Niggas can't make enough money to post a $25,000 bond. Not niggas. Because we broke and poor. And we all on Section 8 living amongst each other eating out of fucking tin cans. We all got to be less than. We don't have no money to do this. Are y'all okay? Y'all letting these white folks put in your head that these people done took the gifts and gold money and bought a house in the white folks told you that. The same white folks that we fighting against told you they took the money because they believe that niggas can't have no money and niggas can't take care of themselves. They believe that a nigga don't have $25,000 sitting in his savings account. And you took it and ran with it. You ran with it. Ain't did no research, ain't looked at nothing, ain't said nothing. Just straight up, oh, well, yep, but I heard they took the gifts and gold money and bought a car. And if the fuck they did, so what? You don't think they need amicable transportation back and forth? But they didn't. They already had that. The house they living in, they were already living in it. That lady, how many of you motherfuckers in the chat can say that you got a husband that can provide so much to say you a stay-at-home mom? Did that go over your head? I'm not with a nigga who could provide to make me be a stay-at-home. Well, I could, but I wouldn't do it. This is a cookie cutter family dynamic. This man goes to work every day so that this woman can stay at home and take care of her kids. And you mean to tell me that there's a situation where they can't take care of what the hell they need to take care of when it comes to their kids? Sometimes we are our own worst enemy. That broke me what this lady was saying about her child and about her other children and her husband having to take a leave of absence and how she's that lady home when her children come home. How could you see that, especially if you black? White people, I get it. But how could you be a black person, a mother? But I get it, because this internet has hardened hearts and hardened souls so much so it's dark. It's super dark and disgusting. Everybody's a fucking lynch mob on the internet. It's weird. Newsflash. Hello, is this thing on? They already had money. Enough money to post their son's bail. Enough money to live in a house. That's nice. Enough money to drive a vehicle. That's nice. It's not fucking world. Y'all act like we like they don't have black people who are okay. Y'all let redneck cousin bumping clears tell you something about your people and you just go with it. Y'all need to go talk to somebody. Y'all need to go talk to somebody. My heart goes out to the woman and her family and her son and everybody else. We haven't even heard all of the evidence. And we got black people that's really on here going ham like this. This is insane to me. What if it comes out that this boy, like a lot of people are assuming, had every right to do what he did? Unfortunately, another kid lost their life. But what if it comes out that the horrible people was on that side and not the side you automatically assume? Oh, is it because he got dreads? Is it because he got locks? And he dark-skinned it? We gonna automatically think that he the aggressor subconsciously? Y'all, we gotta do better. We got to do better. Listen, they have done a job on us and it has worked. They had done a job on us and it has worked. Let me see if the father said anything. Let me see if the father... This Dominique dude, I don't trust anything about him. He should not be the one speaking on behalf of this family. He should not be the one dealing with any of this. I didn't see the father spoke. He should not be the one speaking on behalf of this family. We don't know this fool. All we know about him has not been good. Dominique Alexander, that's the black man who's been with them doing a whole bunch of this press conference and speaking on their behalf. Where do you come from, my nigga? Who are you? Who are you? Who sent you? That's a better question. Who sent you? Let's dive into Dominique Alexander really quickly. Let's dive into Dominique Alexander really quickly. So, allegedly, Minister Dominique Alexander shook a 2-year-old until the child's brain and eyeballs bled and spent only 8 days in jail for it. Here's the judge who let him out, okay? It says, but the doctor disagreed with his statement. He examined Alexander's girlfriend's son in the intensive care unit and reported that the child had a subdural hemorrhage between the halves of his brain and at the back of the brain. He also had retinal hemorrhages in both eyes. This is alleged that he shake the baby. The severity of his injuries is not consistent with rolling off the couch, the investigative officers reported, the doctor saying the injuries are accurate and likely occurred around the time that his girlfriend's son started to have symptoms like being unresponsive. Without more adequate history of trauma, complainants' injuries are more consistent with abusive head trauma and child physical abuse. Not long after he was arrested for injury to a child causing severe bodily harm, he got in trouble for forging a check, leading police on high-speed chase, stealing a car, and falsely claiming the car was stolen. And this is the judge who let him off. Think back to me. Help me out, chat. Think back to this. Have anybody ever seen that movie about don't get me the line. What's the Black Panther leader, the young Black Panther leader who got killed? Oh, his name is on the tip of my tongue. Fred Hampton. Have anybody seen the movie about Fred Hampton? In that movie, at the very beginning of the movie, they found another Black dude to infiltrate, but they found him in the commission of a crime, and they told him, hey, we'll let you go if you go in and infiltrate this Black Panther party. So this dude went undercover, right? Judas. Yeah, that was the name of it. Something with Judas. This Black dude who was trying to evade going to prison went undercover and infiltrated the whole doggone Black Panther party, which ultimately led to Fred Hampton being killed. Fast forward. This Dominique Alexander dude who fell out of the sky out of nowhere, has priors that he should still be locked up for today. And now all of a sudden he's an activist. Is anybody seeing any similarities here? Is anybody seeing any similarities here? Nobody knows this fool. Nobody knows where he come from. All we know is that this dude done dropped out of the sky and now he's speaking on behalf of the family. But remember, in the movie, because they tell you a lot of truth in the movie, the guy who went undercover to help them get to Fred Hampton and unravel the Black Panther movement, he also was a Black person that we just looked and saw and was like, okay, he's one of us, bring him on in. This Dominique Alexander dude is not, in my opinion, to be trusted. I don't give a damn what kind of pastor he is, because people are gonna say, well, he already did his time. He already had this, that, and the third. I don't care. He's a pastor now. He's been forgiven. God forgives. I don't. He don't need to be nowhere around this doggone this case. If these things are true. Here's another thing I saw. This is more report on the whole shaking of the baby. About 5 years before Dominique Alexander founded Next Generation Action Network, the Dallas-based nonprofit that claims to advocate for social change and equity for all, regardless of race, religion, nationality, gender, sex, or age. He was arrested for causing seriously bodily injury to his girlfriend's 2-year-old son. Alexander pled guilty to the charge in 2011 and was sentenced to probation. However, he reportedly violated the terms of his probation multiple times, leading the judge to sentence him in 2016 to 5 years in prison. The judge counted his time spent on probation as part of the sentence. I've never heard of that. Counted the time he spent on probation as part of the sentence. So Alexander only spent 8 days behind bars for the offense, according to the Dallas Morning News. Do you see this? I have never in all my days heard a person's probation time be used as counted for time served. Are y'all okay? He spent 8 days in jail after violating his probation for allegedly shaking this child. They all have the same stories. You just got to dig deep into them. In 2017, Alexander was indicted on felony theft charges related to a 2016 business dispute in Denton County. The charges were enhanced because of previous conviction for forgery. He pled guilty and he was sentenced to 2 days in jail with credit for time served. There go again. Alexander also allegedly shoved and headbutted his longtime partner, Kiara D. Saunders. He was subsequently indicted for continuous violence against the family, but those charges were dropped in 2021. DMN reported. He also reportedly been convicted of evading arrest and making a false police report. Do you see the similarities in what I'm talking about? In that movie, Judas and the Black Messiah, in that movie, let me get a picture of him on here. But in that movie, they found a lowest of the lowest criminal, and they took him and they made him, let's get over here, they made him go undercover. The exchange was he would not go to prison. They listen, they don't change the tactics, they just change the faces. He wouldn't be nowhere around my child with a background like that. He wouldn't even be nowhere near the case or my family. He allegedly shook a baby. Are y'all okay? It's giving plant teas to me. It's giving very much plant teas. It's giving very much plant agent teas. That's what it's giving to me. Like, this dude needs to, and this needs to be talked about. This needs to be talked about. Now, I don't know how it goes when you're in a high profile case. I don't know if they send somebody to the family. I don't know how this works. How this works. And he's a very great actor. He loves to seem so concerned about this, that, and the third. I don't trust this dude at all. There's nothing about him I trust. Absolutely nothing about him I trust. I'm so glad the mother cleared up that GoFund, that GiveSendGo crap. I'm so glad she cleared that up. Thank you to the mother. She's strong, stronger than most of us could be or would be during the time. This dude is not to be trusted. He give me a plant. He give me plant teas. Like Al Sharpton was a plant. All those other people were plants. And shout out to the brother Black Alpha. Shout out to the brother Black Alpha News. Is that how you say his name? Hold on. Black Alpha Network. I've watched him a couple of times on YouTube. Great brother. Here is Dominique Alexander posted with your girl, Jasmine Crockett, of course. You feel what I'm saying? So that says a lot within itself. He says, here's Dominique Alexander, the advocate for the Carmelo Anthony case, saying that Latinos and Blacks built America together. He is also plugged in with Jasmine Crockett. We have to watch these hashtag Democrats trying to pull a BLM 2.0. That's what it's giving to me. And I haven't heard Jasmine say anything. Have y'all heard Jasmine say anything as of yet? Let's get into his speech about Blacks and Latinos building America.
No justice. No justice. When I say cease, you say pray. Cease. Cease. Hello, y'all. I'm Minister Dominique Alexander, president of the Next Generation Action Network. And I'm going to be very quick but real direct to what we are dealing with right now in America. To my brown and black brothers and sisters. And I want you to know today that we stand in solidarity, not just by words, but actions. This isn't just a lot.
No, the fuck we don't. I don't know who he's speaking for, and I don't see many niggas there. No, the fuck we don't. We don't stand in solidarity with nobody but us. You a damn lie, and the truth ain't in you. I don't know where they found this token at, but they need to put him back. Latinos, he lying to y'all. We not standing in solidarity with y'all. We minding our business. Y'all got y'all own thing. We got our own thing. We don't have nothing to do with what y'all got going on. I'm telling you right now. Don't listen to Dominique. He gonna get y'all caught up in some BS. Blacks are not standing with nobody. Black Americans are not standing with nobody. We don't have the time. We got too much to deal with our own stuff. We don't know nothing about none of that. Don't let Dominique get on here and lie to you. We not standing with nobody. Nobody. We not. We don't have time. We don't have it. We don't have the wherewithal to do it. We don't. Y'all got it. I get it. Dominique over there talking real cute and real cool. We ain't got time for that. I'm telling you now. Don't let them lie to you. Don't let them lie to you.
Issue. It isn't just a black issue. It is a human rights issue. When families are ripped apart.
Wasn't that the one who was just at the doggone thing speech talking for 12 hours straight? No, that's the one who went out there and got kicked out. Girl, these people are fucking actors, bro.
When families are ripped apart, when undocumented people are hunted down like criminals, when refugees are treated like threats instead of people, we all together should be outraged. But what is worse is when we continue to believe that we are different, that somehow, if we are coming for them, they are coming for us. That is a colonialized lie. Black people, Latino people, we are the backbone of this country. Our label built it. Our culture shaped it. Our faith sustained us. Our voice must now lead. We are not the enemies. We are not the competitors. We are family in the struggle. So when Trump and his administration tries to divide us with hate and fear, we are the answer to unity and love. We must stand together to say enough is enough. To say hate will not bring us down. Hate will be the thing that unites us. And we will stand on the shoulders of our ancestors because they did not die in vain. We will stand in the spirit.
No, the fuck we will not. No, we will not. No, we will not. That's a lie. No, we will not. We not standing on no shoulders of no ancestors. We not sitting around. Listen, we ain't got no beef. It ain't no beef between us. It's not like we trying to, but everything he telling you is a lie. No, we not. Don't even bring my ancestors in this. My ancestors ain't had nothing to do with no Hispanics. Don't bring my ancestors in it. Speak for yours, nigga. Don't talk on mine. Keep mine off your tongue. Keep mine off your tongue. Latino people, hey, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. He lying to y'all. We not standing in solidarity with y'all. If you looked around to your left and your right, you didn't hardly see no niggas. That should have told you everything he said was cap. Okay? All you had to do was look to your left and your right, and you'll see that for the most part, it was just mostly y'all. So that should have told you he capping. Don't listen to him. He lying to y'all. We not doing nothing for nobody. He's lying. That's all a bullshit lie. He lying to y'all. Let him finish because he driving me. Keep my ancestors off your tongue. Don't speak on mine, nigga. Not mine.
Caesar Chavez. We will stand in the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King. We will not allow him to rewrite history. We will not allow their hate to destroy our homes. Today, we unite like never before to say justice for all and not just one.
Yeah, this nigga gotta go. It makes sense. First of all, shout out to the blacks in whatever part of Texas that was, because I didn't hardly see any of you out there. Thank you so much for reading the room and checking the temperature of the room. Y'all are so amazing, nothing short of it. But ultimately, that served to the Latinos and the Latinas, to the abuelitas, to the abuelas, to the senors, the senoras, the senoritas, and all of the seniors. That's a lie. We not over here doing nothing. We don't have it. That's a lie. I don't care what part of America y'all in. But yeah, that's a lie. We not standing with nobody. We not. I know that he said it, and I get that, but we not standing with nobody. You should have knew that when you looked around. But neither here nor there. He gotta go. And we need to continue to expose this fool. We got to be able to wash out the riffraff. I don't know who sent him. I don't know where he come from. I don't even know why he's here, but it's given he's on a mission from the powers that be to kind of clear up his, you know what I'm saying? He owes a debt and he's paying his debt by working it's giving undercover tease. Allegedly. It's giving undercover tease. Okay? I don't trust this guy. I don't trust nothing about this dude. Carmelo Anthony's mother, my prayers go out to his family, and I hope that they are safe. They can't even leave the state of Texas if they wanted to right now, because y'all already know how it goes. When you're in the midst of a trial, they will not allow you to leave to go do anything. You have to stay put. So unfortunately, they have to stay where they're being threatened and all types of stuff. Let me show you the house in the car that Negroes couldn't believe that they could live in. This is the house that they were allegedly living in, or that they're claiming that they rented. And this is the car. Hey, newsflash, I just was talking about how black people go get cars and things like that. Some of us have a little money too. Some of us have a little money too. I'm so glad she cleared that up. Not a dollar was taken from it. Like she said, baby, they hadn't even been able to pull from that money yet. She is a stay-at-home mom, baby. She is a stay-at-home mom. I'm pretty sure they got a nice little something tucked away for emergencies. I promise you. They all right. They all right. They are perfectly fine. I'm pretty sure she got a little something tucked away for emergencies. Her husband got a little something tucked away for emergencies. And this was one of those emergencies where they were able to pull out their own money. Because guess what? Niggas got money too. They was able to pull out their own money, okay, and do whatever it was they needed to do. But to the black people who are allowing these people to feed you this nonsense, you are the biggest part of this problem. Just so ready to tear each other down. So ready to just be disregardful of everything. You regard everybody else except your own. 2/3. The old saying is 2/3 ain't gonna make it. And I understand every day why. 2/3. 2/3, my nigga. But my heart really goes out to this family. My heart truly goes out to this family. They don't deserve this. Alicia Miller, thank you for the super chat. Alicia Miller Robinson. If they did get a house, I can see why. They got clear people online talking about posting his address. And that's another thing. That's what I wanted to say too. If they did, let's say they did, which we know they didn't. Let's say they did use the money. You don't think they need a new vehicle in a new home since everybody doxing them everywhere they go? You don't think that would be something they would need to do? And who cares? Who cares if they moved into another home? I don't know if y'all know this, but in 2025, $900,000 house ain't a lot. Like, it's not. That's like a 5-bedroom, maybe 6, 4.5 baths in 2025. Like, stop acting like that's like a mansion and they living in with gold marble floors and all. That ain't that. That is not that. It's not what you think it is. When you buy homes, you understand that $900,000, that ain't a lot of money. I promise you it ain't. Not for a home, at least. It don't give you the value that you think you're looking at. Thank you for the super chat, the pretty lawyer and accountant. Thank you so much. The family was not well off. They are middle class. The father is a finance man. Agent. Okay, a finance man, agent, a car dealership, and mom stay at home. They reduced the bail because the family stated they couldn't afford the type of bail. Exactly, because at $1 million they'd have to come up with $100,000. They didn't have it. That's one of the reasons why the bail was reduced. And it has to be reasonable, especially if you don't have no damn priors. They're a middle class family making their ends meet. Some people better with money than others. They was able to pull $25,000 without using your money. What are the odds? Niggas got monies in their savings account. How that go, huh? Thank you for the super chat, Animal Advocate. They are saying this, but they need to relocate for security reasons. Absolutely. Because the child scared to sleep in her bed. Ridiculous. Thank you for the super chat. Alicia Miller Robinson says, and if people can't see the discrimination, it's because they don't want to. Facts. It says they put Carmelo on house arrest. Why aren't the police offering his family protection when their address is being leaked? Because guess what? I'll tell you why, and I know it to be how it go. Because the police be letting it go on. And some of them probably got people in on it too. But you absolutely right. They should be having some sort of protection. That boy hadn't been found guilty of anything. But you think the police ain't wanting this to happen? Of course. In Texas, clear people? Please. Please. Thank you so much, Alicia. Thank you for the super chat. The Don Aquarius. Thank you for the super chat. You can tell he is lying to embody Mike. Am I the only one that's getting that energy? His speech pattern is and cadence. They all do that. They all try to be the next Mike, but they never will be. There was only one. Thank God. And if y'all don't know who Mike is, that's Martin Luther King. You know his real name was Michael, right? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's what they're trying to do. They all do that. And listen, Black Americans don't do that. That's why I feel like that's a tether. Black Americans don't do that. We don't have to give a cadence of a Martin Luther King to get our point across. The soul and the spirit is already in us. Danielle with the 3 grandkids. Thank you for being a member for 12 months. Hey, beautiful. I'm so glad you're touching on this subject. Black people, we cannot let them have this one. Thank you. We can't. Listen, like I said, if you don't have nothing nice to say, just keep it, on the low and off the internet. We don't need this. We already got Tethers and all these other people cosplaying as us saying crazy stuff. We got people who are us. Judge Joe Brown saying crazy stuff. We don't need us to be battling us. We got enough going on our plate. We really don't need it. I promise you. Miss Cosina, thank you for the super chat. Vu, if you think your chat is wild, you don't want to visit these YouTube streets. Black content creators are at war right now. It's disgusting. Black people with over 1 million followers are siding with the clears. They are being called out. You want to know why they're siding with the clears? And I'm so glad you brought that up. And thank you so much for the generous super chat. Do you want to know why they're siding with the clears? Because that's their core audience. I keep telling y'all about these podcasters. They are selling you a product. We all are. But let's really be clear about it. There are a lot of podcasters who don't give a fuck about you, or you. Wherever the algorithm go, they're going to go with the move. We talked about this in the Krishan case. If the algorithm say this is the message that everybody's receiving, they're going to go with the move because they want to make the coin. They want to make the money. And they do it all the time with celebrity gossip. They do it all the time with current events. That's what they do. It's about the money. It ain't about you. So when you get very few people who come along like me who say, yeah, but I don't believe that. So I'm going to get on here and say my piece and I get dragged down to the ground for it. I end up vindicated later on. But at the moment, I get dragged because I'm not going with the algorithm. Those Black podcasters who are taking the side of these other people are literally on here doing that because that's their content. That's their fan base. They're not about to go against their pocketbook for you or Carmelo. That's why I pray to God. I pray to the Most High and to the ancestors that I never get in a position to where I'm just saying stuff because it's popular. I want to be able to get on here and say my truth, even if it ain't the truth. Say my truth and how I really believe and how I feel. I've never deleted a video on YouTube because anything I've ever said, I meant it and I believe it. I'm not saying shit just because it's popular to say. I'm telling you how I feel. And I think that's what makes me have the platform that I have. Now, granted, I don't have 100,000 subscribers. I don't have 1 million subscribers like a lot of these people. A lot of your faves be on here saying anything just to make sure that you stick around. I'm just telling you now. A lot of your faves say anything to make sure that you stick around. It's about their pocketbooks, baby. That's what it's about. I'll take the backlash. Call me everything but the child of cause, ugly bitch, stupid hoe. I'll take that. I'll even take all the shit, talk about my eyebrows. I'll take it all. But I understand I said what I said because I meant what I said and I believe in what I'm on here saying. Okay? So that's just me. But it makes sense. I heard the Cartier boys. They say a whole bunch of other people. They not about to go against their pocketbook. Remember, a lot of these channels made their money off of being pro-Trump. Who you think over there in the comment section? Think about it. Think about it. A lot of these content creators made their money off of being anti-scammer and pro-Trump. Who you think in the comment section? You think at a time like this, they're going to get on here? See, me, even if it was me, I'd rather not touch it at all. I'd rather not even podcast about it. I'd rather act like, oh, I don't want to get into that. I'd rather say any reason why. But these fools refuse to not do that because that's content. It's money. Everything we do on here, we making money. Every single time y'all comment, every time y'all subscribe, every time y'all click, every time y'all like the video, that helps a content creator make money. So instead of them at least having some sort of trueness about themselves and saying, you know what, I'd rather not touch that. Let's just touch on this. There's so much shit we could be touching on. No, why not? Because the algorithm say right now, Carmelo Anthony is hot. So they're going to touch on it. And when they touch on it, they're not going to tell you how they really feel. They're not going to do that. They're going to tell you whatever it is to make sure that you stick around. And it's not you. If you're not if you're not their audience, their core audience is the clears. They're going to do whatever message it takes to get across to those people who pay their bills. You get it? And a lot of them compromise too. When they sign them deals with them, they compromise. They got to say what the people say. You feel what I'm saying? So let that be a lesson to you guys. And again, I'm not saying don't follow nobody and unsubscribe and cancel. I don't believe in all of that. Because if you like somebody's content, you like their content. If you disagree on something, just disagree on something. You might like something else they say. But what I will say is this. Just make mental notes. Take mental notes on who and what you're dealing with. Even me. I might get on here and say something. You'll be like, I'm done with that, bitch. Keep that in your mental vote. So whenever enough is enough, you got enough to say, okay, I'm done. You feel what I'm saying? But yeah, this content creator game it's like selling crack. It's like selling drugs. Same shit, different toilet. Flush it. I'm telling you. Sonia, thank you so much for the super chat. We have to stand for something or we will fall for anything. Child, most of us already falling, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But it wouldn't surprise me about these content creators, child. Hey, 2T, thank you for the super chat. Love you, Boo. Thank you so much. Love you too, Boo. Thank you, Boo. Thank you, Boo. Beautiful. But I'm telling y'all now. Because I'm about to get up off of here. I'll go live at the dollhouse at about 5 o'clock. But I'm telling y'all now. Just watch. Just pay attention. I'm a people watcher. I love doing it. I love just falling back in the cut, coming in on one of my many other YouTube channels that don't have Voodoo Doll TV on it. And I love just watching. I don't comment on nobody's shit. I'm not commenting on shit. You rarely see me comment on Instagram. I ain't commenting on shit. I like to just watch. I like to just sit back and go, oh, wow. Oh, I didn't know. Okay. I love that shit. That shit, it does something to me. I love it. I love to just sit back and watch. Some of y'all need to take that and do that. Just start watching. Just start looking around and start paying attention. Just watch. Because see me, my mental vote with the mental notes in my head, that bitch got more information in it than a goddamn CPU. Do you hear me? I don't delete shit. Not even in real life, I don't delete. I got old emails I don't delete shit. If you texted me 10 years ago, that bitch still in my Google text. I don't delete shit. And I damn sure don't delete it from my brain. Thank you, Danica Talks for the super chat. Danica Tate, I'm sorry for the super chat. They said NBA YoungBoy donated $200,000. Only celebrity I heard making noise. Wow, if he did, that's dope. That's super dope if he did. Shout out to NBA if that's true. Kioka Pop, thank you for the super chat. 313 Pisces gang, you are speaking facts. Of course. I ain't got time, girl, but I'm gonna go check these YouTube streets and see what's popping, what's cracking. You feel me? But y'all be strong, take care of each other. Stop listening to these people who are even some of us gonna lead you astray. Please don't just do your own research. Just take it in, do your own research, and that's it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. We do this Monday through Friday around 11 o'clock Eastern. So make sure y'all pull over and pop out. I got to get off of here so I can come back live from the dollhouse later on so we could joke some craziness. Love y'all down to the ground. I'll see y'all on the next one tomorrow. If you're over there tonight, if you're at the dollhouse. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Hustle for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.